Hello, everybody, and welcome
Really good
back
husband.
to this stream. Why? Why would you do that? I don't know who has joined us. For some reason, my restream chat is showing a big goose egg on viewer, but I know that's not right. So hello, everybody. I've had a very long weekend. I put up another fence, so this is going to be like the premiere, but I'm more tired. Also, I seem to have.
Why would you do that?
It's my grandma's fence. Someone's got to do it. I'm not gonna make her pay some person when I can do it.
I promise you that if there are any other fence-related activities, that I will deal with them personally after we have dealt with the invaders.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you have to deal with the goblin invaders first.
Kobolds, they were kobolds.
Kobolds. Oh, that's right.
I don't know this
They were
reference.
definitely not dragons.
To us. It was a reference to us. It's
The unnamed Northman introduction.
Oh, he who shall never be named, even though I've said his name multiple times. Yeah.
We never asked.
That's true. Never asked. Never cared. Never asked. All right, everybody, welcome to Dire Roll Lost Horizon. As you can see, we're all we're all ready to play. Hope you guys have had a good weekend, and I hope everybody was did something nice for your mothers. I made a fence for my grandma, so I think I checked that box. Happy Mother's Day to any mothers tuning in, or the one mother in the group. Yeah, happy Mother's Day. So we've got a big session tonight, and I'm definitely prepped. If anyone was wondering if I was prepped, the answer is yes. Super duper.
You've done the best prepping, actually.
Yeah.
All your friends agree it's the best.
Yeah. People often ask me, have you prepped and is it the best? And I, of course, have to tell them, of course, it's the best. I've prepped. Let me do a card mover real quick. All right. Oh, yeah. So I solved. Right as I said, I solved the frame rate issue. I looked over and it wasn't 60 frames. I have mostly solved the frame rate issue that no one noticed but me from last week. So that's good. I'm happy with it. Now, if I open anything like a document or a PDF, I will lose frames. So hopefully I have prepped everything open that needs to be open. So if there's ever a frame choke, it's because I had to open something. Because I am prepared and prepped. Making sure everyone understands. Okay. Last time, the crew of the Involucre, Hypoest, Irene, Razik, and Elise, have taken on a job to protect the family Nerabi on the planet Inzod from their former protectors, a mercenary group known as White Helm. So called because they all wear white helmets. It's a thing.
Lame.
Yeah. They were outbid. They took they dropped their contract to take a contract to clear the Nerabis off of their Coabula drill site. And Coabula is a liquid fuel source for hyperdrives that makes them go super duper fast. I'm not gonna stress about frame rate. Okay. And it's incredibly lucrative because it's only found on the planet Inzod, and it is rare on the planet, and therefore a prized commodity worth a lot of money. And so these whatever the opposite of ne'er-do-wells, good do-gooders, these do-gooders took the job, and they had their first run-in with the mercenaries. They fought and killed 4 mercenaries, or 3 if anyone asks. And then they set out finding out a way to prepare themselves for the inevitable encounter with the remaining 16 mercs, not including their ship crew. And as they were planning and putting these plans into motion, they were trying to repair their arboretum habitat. They were repairing turrets, but eventually gave up and just upgraded 2 awesome turrets. While everything was going, and they were laying out barricades, and they were making sure everything's ready to go, the White Helms came with a message, and that message was from someone who knew Hypoest and Irene. It was a former crew member of Hypoest's, and when Hypoest decided to go rogue, she let off their former crew on a space station, his former crew, and yeah, the presumption was they would find their way back to their employers, Hypoest's parents, but at least one of them
Found new work.
Yeah, Adirn Lockhart. He found new work as a mercenary among the White Helms. He said, I have informed my boss who you guys are, and if you guys leave when we arrive at First Light, if you guys aren't here when we show up at First Light, we will not tell the Sphere Mandate where you are. That, whether he likes to admit it or not, scared Hypoest, and he demanded they take action post-haste. And that action was simple. They were going to take the stolen ATV that they got from the White Helms, and a handful of these mounted lizards, the Ardaloo, and they were going to pursue... They were going to head to the White Helms landing site, where their ship is, and attack them directly, before sunrise. And they were going to be aided by the Involucre, their ship, doing an airstrike, effectively. Well, everything was proceeding as planned, right up until the airstrike happened, when the White Helms decided to lift off their ship and engage the Involucre in an air-to-air battle. And out of the 5 missiles they had left, only one hit, which took out one of the main engines on the Involucre, which caused it to limp for the rest of the fight. Until finally, once they were out of missiles, they decided to land near the Nerabi rig and presumably attack immediately. So the group in the canyon decided to rush back to the Nerabi rig, and they had an engagement with the modified, weaponized Explorer probe, which you guys kicked its ass rather stoutly. Unfortunately, when Hypoest tried to land the badly damaged Involucre, he crashed it, causing one of the Nerabi family, Colve, to be horribly injured. And when Hypoest emerged from the Involucre to go get help, the other ATV filled with White Helms emerged and took him prisoner, and that was where we left off. Yes, Hypoest the captive.
How come do-gooder sounds more like it's being said as an insult than ne'er-do-well?
I think ne'er-do-well is an insult.
Yeah, but it doesn't sound as much like an insult as do-gooder.
That's because ne'er-do-well has fallen out of, common parlance.
Nimrod was actually a great hunter, but we use it as an insult.
Yeah. Nimrod was a badass hunter, but because of Bugs Bunny, now it's an insult.
Yeah.
English.
Right, that's the only thing I had to say.
Oh, okay. Whatever, do-gooder. All right.
That's Bologna.
And I would have gotten away with it too if it hadn't have been for you do-gooders.
All right. So we're gonna open today's session with Irene, Elise, Razik, and the Gavarian Flaux who's manning the gun on the back. With the 4 members. Welcome as a regular, Halo. Thanks for tuning in and sticking around. And the 4 members of the Nerabi family on the backs of Ardaloo arrive at the rig. To the west, they see the masked by the darkness but still visible in the starlight, the landed White Helm ship. And of course, behind the rig for them, to the north, is an orange glow of the Involucre on fire. And they can already see to their left, which is west. It's real handy you guys are coming from the south. It makes directions easy. That at least a dozen White Helms are taking position, starting to form a half circle, a perimeter around the rig, getting ready to fight.
Remind me, when we left off, was Dr. Razik still driving, or had he handed that back over to Irene?
I believe he made one roll to keep driving and it didn't go well, so Irene took over.
Yep.
If
Okay.
not, that's where we're going now.
Okay. Around to the north is the
Burning wreck of the
orange
Involucre.
glow
Yeah.
of the burning wreckage of the Involucre, and we can't pull up comms to get a hold of Hypoest?
Right, because
Exactly.
the Involucre no longer has power, and so your comm system is offline.
Okay, that's where we're going.
Razik agrees. There could be
While
hurt
we're doing
people.
that, I'm gonna try and establish psychic contact with Hypoest again.
Okay. Let's go ahead and give me a roll.
Am I still fatigued?
Yeah, it well, the scene ended. Did you get your roll against that?
I did not.
That wasn't the D20 minus 4?
No, I think that was my attempt to establish contact.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's go ahead. If you already got it, oh well. Go ahead. Make an own.
What?
Make your fatigue check to see if you recover from your fatigue.
Yeah, I forgot what it was.
I think it's endurance. I have the book open. I'll just hunt and peck for it.
I thought it was willpower or something else.
Well, let me look it up.
Physical fatigue would be endurance
resilience.
or resilience.
Or willpower. Your choice, resilience or willpower for psionics.
Well, they're the same, so.
Ooh.
Holy crap, I did it.
You were supposed to get a minus 1d4. But I think you still succeeded regardless, right?
Now I succeeded on the dot.
Okay. Well, then you didn't have to roll, but thank you anyway. So you recovered that fatigue. So go ahead now and make your attempt. You're muted.
You're muted, Caddy.
That's a minus 2-step penalty to contact Hypoest with psionic powers. I'm a Celise.
Oh.
Using any psionic ability on me is going to be at a minus 2-step, whether that's good or bad.
Whether it's helpful or not, yeah.
Yeah. I've got a real thick skull.
Well, I don't do it.
All right. At least he attempts to connect to the Celise, but really she's not surprised when she can't, because it's a Celise.
Yeah.
Well, Razik's still in favor that we head to the crashed ship.
Well, I'm not arguing.
Irene doesn't give a shit what anybody else thinks. We're going to the ship.
Okay.
Y'all
She's
can jump
right
out
about
of a
the ship.
moving ATV if you want.
All right. You guys drive past on the outskirts, on the eastern outskirts. You drive past the rig because there's really not enough space to drive an ATV between the buildings. You could see Lindbergh and Gavarian scrambling to figure out what they're going to do now that the White Helms are here. And of course, your 4 escorts break off and join their family. And as you pull around, you can see the Involucre, And it's not a complete loss, but it's taken some significant structural damage, and obviously one of its engines is on fire. You're muted.
You're muted.
I swear, if he lived through that crash, I'm going to kill him for crashing the ship.
Are you able to get the comms back up at least?
We'll see on the ship.
Yeah, let's see.
All right, you guys pull up, and Flaux stays on the gun to watch for White Helms, and the three of you dismount. And as you guys come up to the airlock, you see that it is open, and you can hear coming from within a feminine voice saying, "Help! Help! Hypoest! Anybody?"
Razik's gonna just run in because I'm assuming the fire of the engine is like not at the airlock, so he doesn't feel like the whole.
No, in
ship's on
fact,
fire,
it would be
just
on
like,
it would be on the opposite side of you. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the
So-
starboard engine that got.
So
effed up.
mindful of the fire and the smoke, he's still gonna go in after the cries for help.
Okay, it doesn't take Razik long because I think they're just in the main hallway of the
Yeah,
lower
they're
deck.
right. But
Doesn't take you long to find Zimmed cradling the broken and bleeding body of her cousin Kolv, who is barely breathing as soon as you arrive, and his green skin is becoming a much paler shade with each passing
Deposit him
second.
gently on the floor and give me space right now.
She does as you command.
And I immediately go into survival mode into trying to save this person. Okay. I'm assuming you want some rolls. I knew I forgot something. I forgot the book.
That's a big F.
Since I'm obviously no good in a medical situation, I want to go around to the side of the fire and see what I can do about putting it out.
Okay.
Telekinesis sand onto it.
That's actually what I was thinking. Listen, we can clean the sand out of your engines later.
Yeah, you will be cleaning sand out of the engines later if you put it in there.
Okay. I think there's more to it, but go ahead and give me a medicine check.
Well, first I need to know what kind of wounds am I facing. I'm assuming probably critical.
Yeah. This isn't surgery, though. This is a stabilization. So he's actually got a mortal wound.
Okay, so mortal wound, stabilized mortal wound modifier, med pack plus 2 steps. I think it's one success to get it, right?
No. Much like Dungeons and Dragons, there's a three fail, 3 pass stabilization mechanic.
Okay.
Actually, I think it's just like 3 fail and you're dead and you keep rolling. So you need to get 3 success levels total to stabilize him. So a stellar success would do it.
Yeah, on top of that, let me get a second, because I got a talent, and I believe that like my success get doubled. I just want to make sure if it's in battle or outside or both.
Oh, actually, it's much because we're doing low lethality. So actually, no, we're doing standard lethality, which is 3 successes or 3 fails. Yeah, 3 successes you stabilize, 3 failures you die. So it's exactly like D&D. So since this is an
Okay,
NPC,
medic, don't you quit on me.
we're gonna be saying that he hasn't been making checks, and we're just making it a flat because
Okay.
none of the important
so
people have
don't
been
you quit
involved
on
yet.
me?
Yeah.
Don't you quit on me. Your successful medicine check to stabilize someone count as an additional success. 2, 3, 4 success on average, excellent, stellar check results. So yeah, they're double. Well, not double, but +1.
+1. So you need an excellent, and he's good to go.
Okay, so now I have +2 because of the med pack.
Yeah. And
+1 because I'm an expert.
okay.
+1 because I got treatment or first aid. Let me check. Treatment.
First aid
blah,
helps
blah.
with stabilizing mortally wounded characters.
Perfect.
So that's a total of
So that would be +1, +1, +2, +4 total so far.
That's pretty sick.
Yep. And I
1
think that's
plus
all I
1
can
plus
muster.
2 plus 1 plus 1.
What did you say,
So,
new guy?
Are you fucking serious? I think that's still...
Oh, a 9? Ooh.
that's an average, so he gets 2 successes.
Okay. So he's gonna have to make a death save, which I believe is slightly different than D&D. I don't think it's like just a D20 and 10 and up.
No, I believe his wounds and stuff
It's a
starts
resilience
playing
check.
into...
Yeah.
Yeah. But the wounds... Like,
so it's
since
actually
he's
easier to
critical-
die in this game than D&D. Because this person
Lovely.
has a pretty significantly low resilience. So this is going to be, he needs a 17 and he's got a -3 step.
No, man.
Alright, that's one fail.
So do I roll again?
Yeah. We'll cut to everybody else after we've covered this scene. Oh, another 9.
Well, 2 more success.
Yeah. Alright, you stabilize him. Okay. Elise. Unless you've got some psychic tricks, there's not a whole lot you can do about this big burning engine.
Okay. I don't think I have anything that would like cut off oxygen to it, so
There is a talent called pyrokinesis, but I don't think you've teched it. Yeah, you definitely have. I can see your talents on screen right now. You haven't gotten it, so.
does the ship not have a fire extinguisher?
Probably.
I'll go looking for it.
I would assume the ship has a fire control system.
Right, but nothing's working right now. And this is an exterior fire. Alright, Irene. Let's cut to you. I assume you've rushed into the ship, or are you surveying it from the
Uh-huh.
outside? Okay.
No, into the ship.
Into the ship.
Into the engine compartment.
Oh, that's why. This is a scene, not a... Where's my journal? Into the engine compartment. Which one? Starboard or port?
Which one's burning?
Oh, okay. Starboard. When you come up to the door, which is closed, you can feel heat radiating off of it.
Okay. The fire extinguisher.
Okay. You know where that is?
Okay. I would assume that.
No.
Irene
That was
would know
a
where it
statement,
is.
not a question.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Fire extinguisher, and then kick open the panel that the manual override on the door is in.
Okay. And flip the manual override.
And flip the manual override.
All right.
I'm gonna need new eyebrows after this.
Yeah, it opens with a eruption of flame. Go ahead and give me a dodge check.
That's something that I can do. Any modifiers on it?
Since you're ready for it, I'm going to give you a +1 step.
Okay.
Oh.
That's a fail.
Ooh, okay. Go ahead and let me roll damage on it, right? This will be energy damage because it's fire.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to throw like a d6 +1. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this +1. 5 energy damage. Sounds like a graze.
So 3.
So a graze.
Yeah.
All right. So you got singed, but nothing to write home about.
Okay. I mean, just blast the fire extinguisher away in front of me and try to get in.
Okay. Go ahead and give me... I'm going to say either, but I know which one you're going to pick. But just for the sake of future consistency, either a mechanics check or a survival check. Hey, Sailor Jump Scout, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, that'll be a mechanics.
Yeah, I figure that's what you'd roll, but again, to establish a pattern for future.
I'm assuming this is not repair related.
You know what? I'll let you. I think this would qualify as a repair related.
Okay. So that is a +2 step on that roll. I'm not obviously not currently using my toolkit. This is
No.
I'm assuming
Yeah.
we're assessing the damage.
Yeah.
Okay. That I believe that's going to be average. Let me see. Ooh, just barely average, but average.
Okay. You put out the fire in the immediate compartment, and you know what? Let's go ahead and bring you guys over to the actual Involucra map, just so we can have a bigger, more focused view of it. However, can everyone see this?
I don't have any token vision.
Same.
Okay, well, I can fix that. Let me...
I'm not there.
Yeah, give me a hot second here. Token vision. How about now?
There we go.
Nice. Okay,
Yep.
so right now we are dealing with this section right here. I just pinged.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so in fact, let's go ahead and get your token down, just so we can keep track of movement here. So Irene, there you go. You're at that compartment, and Razik, you're currently probably like in this circular passway.
Sure.
And Alicia's, of course, outside. So now we have a little bit more, just kind of know where everybody's at right now. All right. So yeah, Irene, basically you've put out the fire up to this wall, but the flames are still licking off the wall because basically that wall is blasted open. And this engine is the one that's
Okay, so but the compartment itself I can stand in.
Yeah, but it's gonna get pretty toasty pretty quick.
That whatever what I'm doing is gonna be quick.
Okay.
I would like to.
And also, since the airlock is open, there's airflow, so yeah, you don't have to worry about your oxygen supply.
Okay. I would like to cut off the fuel supply to starboard engine and dump its current reservoir.
All right, here's the problem. The Involucre is an advanced ship, but
Okay.
it's a luxury. Well, it's not a completely luxury ship, but it's like it's like a Honda Accord of starships. You know, it's not a Lexus or a BMW American import. It's an Accord, you know?
That was my first car.
And so it's expecting you to have power. And you don't. Now this stuff can be done manually, but it's not done easily because this ship is designed so you don't have direct access to the engine.
Right. Okay.
Basically, you take your little bar off the wall and you pull up the grate from the floor, and you're gonna have to crawl into the bowels of the ship.
No.
Oh no!
No.
Okay.
No. How likely is it for me to get power back on?
Well,
Like emergency reactor, whatever. Generator.
yeah. So the power comes directly from the engines. So you'd have to restart the port engine. Which, given how the Involucre landed, the port engine is probably okay. It was probably just the shock of the crash that knocked every system offline. Also, the port engine compartment is not on fire, so...
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Yeah, so you can manually open the door without having to worry about flames bursting out at you. And go ahead and give me a mechanics repair. And you can go ahead and use your toolkit for this.
Okay, so that turns it into a +3. Let me double check.
I'm sorry. Now that I don't have the camera, because that was what the thing clogging up my CPU, I have to keep switching tabs because I'm no longer just fixed on the chat. So if I
Right.
miss that, people watching, I apologize. Someone can holler at me if I don't catch it in time.
That is stellar.
That is stellar. Okay, port engine online. Main power is operational.
Baby. That's
Now-
how you do it, Irene.
Now, in order to power the ship without having to jump into hyperspace or engage weapon systems, you can fully power the ship's computer, the ship's lights, even life support from one engine. Because these are, as you can see, these are big honking engines. So basically, you've restored power to the ship.
Okay. Back over here. Dump the fuel.
Okay, give me a.
I'm assuming it's not necessarily. It's not. We're not running on unleaded.
Right. In fact, I'm not even gonna make you roll. That's probably just an automated system, and you basically have the admin password, so you can do whatever you want. So yeah, you start dumping the fuel.
Yeah.
We
Shit.
We didn't have much left anyway.
That's true. All right. Well, while Irene brews on this, Razik,
Yes.
you got a patient. He does not look
Yes.
good. You also
Well,
don't
at
have a
least
med
he's
bay because the Involucre doesn't have a med bay.
We were working on it. It's like expensive.
Yeah, but I believe we had started cleaning up some space here to serve as a somewhat of a clean space.
Right. No one's using it, so you just keep it sterile, right?
Yeah, so now that the patient is stable, fuck, I don't want to bring them close to fire though.
That's true. That would and the fire, even with the fuel dump, the fire is still going. Yeah.
If I'm back in the ship, I'll volunteer my room.
Do you want to go back to the ship, seeing as
I can't do anything outside.
you were like, I could start dumping sand with my mind, and then you remembered Irene saying, if we get sand in these engines.
Yeah, I didn't want to clean it. My fur is dirty enough.
Right.
I don't want grease mixed in.
And what was your room again? Was it top right or top left?
I hope I wrote it down. Or you guys remember, that's even better.
I didn't want to be near the bathroom. That's what I remember.
Perfect. So with Elise's help and
Zimmed?
the other person, him, we're gonna carefully drag the patient over onto the bed.
Okay. Now, Elise's room is not only not sterilized for such work, but it's also the room of a Dorak. And while humans, shed skin particles, Dorak also shed fur. And since I live with the woman, I also know that there's also, hair probably in places you don't want it to be.
It's very obnoxious.
GG.
It's fucking everywhere.
Well,
so
better than the floor.
It's definitely not especially a graded floor. So it's not ideal, but now you got him in a bed.
And I'm gonna. So he's stable. I guess at this point it would be more prepping him for a long-term transport, assuming we even save the rig, but at least make him in a movable state better than the mangled mess he is right now.
Well, he's got a broken leg, right?
And he's still bleeding. Like, he's stable, which means he's not going to die within the next hour, but he's also not doing great.
Yeah,
Well,
no,
I remember you said last session he had a broken leg. Is it like broken where you could see the bone, or is it something he could set right now?
I believe I described it like a straw a toddler got their hands on. Yeah, so you can probably see bone in a couple places.
So we can't set the leg. Gotcha.
So I guess what I'm gonna do is just try to keep him alive for now. And as I said, my goal eventually would make it so that he would be stable enough for long-term transportation, like maybe a rougher homemade, missing the word right now, but the bed that you carry around in an ambulance and whatnot.
Well, because we are so far in the future,
Structure.
You guys have plasma that is designed to adapt to any kind of blood type and any species. So basically, as soon as this magical space liquid bag makes contact with their blood, it becomes their blood. So you don't have to worry about carrying like every single species blood.
Yeah, no, of
Right.
course.
So, I mean, within reason. Obviously, insectoids, which are not among common species. But if you ever, just for future reference, if you ever had an insectoid that you needed to do operation on, you would have problems with their fluids. Yes.
Yeah.
So you can run up.
More like a vet.
Exactly. You can run up and grab some plasma for him, which will, lock in the stabilizing part, and then bandage the bleeding parts. And so I think Razik is skilled enough. We don't need to make rolls to do all that. So we could say that's what Razik's doing. And is Elise just aiding Razik, or is she?
Actually, with the power on, Razik would tell Elise, "Can you try and contact Hypoest? Like I haven't seen him on the ship."
A good call. I try to contact Hypoest using my comms.
Okay. You're muted. Well, I mean, you're muted in character as well because.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, would they let me keep my comm link?
No, in fact, they took it from you when they took you prisoner. So there's a punctuated beat after you call for Hypoest, and then a voice that you've no. This voice only Hypoest has heard before, but a voice you haven't heard before nor did you expect comes over the comms and says, "Hypoest isn't available right now."
Hang on a second. I'm reading something in my psychic skills.
Hi, sweetie.
Oh, Jasmine?
Did she take my hat? Okay.
So
She said hello, hat, and took
can I
it.
perceive his existence?
What is that?
If I'm on a comm with him, does that mean I perceive his existence?
Yes. You perceive his existence. Sounds like a very loaded response, but I'll stand by it.
Well, I want to use my telepathy to make a suggestion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, baby.
This is not the Hypoest you're looking for.
I want to just remind you, Jacob, you allowed this.
You could have all been psychics.
This.
Psychics are broken. Do you want me to make the roll, then make the suggestion? Or do you want me to make the suggestion, then make the roll, and how it goes from there?
Dealer's choice. You can wait to see what the results to see, because I think at higher.
At higher, I could do better things. Yes.
Yeah. Is this a resisted check, or is it just no? Yeah, with a willpower check. It's countered by. So the way a counter opposed roll works is for every success tier they get, they knock yours down. So if you get an excellent and they get an average, you succeed averagely. But if you tie or they beat your success level, they negate your successes entirely.
Okay.
Willpower for this guy is going to be a number. I have a stat block somewhere. Right here. Okay. Oh, well,
Didn't matter. He would have beaten it.
oh, you failed, basically?
I failed.
Okay. Because his was quite poor. Alright, so you reach out with your mind to try to influence his, but you're just too distracted by the everything, and you can't focus your mind enough to influence on others, especially one you've just encountered. And while you're doing this and unfortunately failing, the voice says, "My men are currently surrounding the drill site, and we know for a fact that the Nerabi family isn't prepared for an assault. So, if you want to see your captain alive again, I think it's time we discuss terms of your surrender."
Can everyone else hear this if they have their comms in too?
Yeah. Because you did it through the ship's through the intercom, basically, which is the ship's comm is like localized to the bridge, but y'all's comms broadcast to everybody.
Terms? What kind of terms are you thinking?
Well, technically, my deadline hasn't arrived. It's not sunrise yet. You guys can still walk away from this. But I think, given the trouble that's been caused, we'll need some compensation for the return of your captain. Otherwise, we'll keep him. Either way, the remaining members of your crew need to vacate the rig. Your ship is yours. We have no interest in salvage, but it's time for the Nerabis to relocate.
Is there a way I could talk to everyone else without talking to him?
Yeah, you can turn off your comm, and they're it's not a very big ship.
True. I guess while we were talking, I wanted to have made my way down to Irene.
Okay. And these are push to talk, so like it's not like you can talk to each other without having him over here.
Okay, so
Roger, Captain.
Irene, suggestions?
You can move your token, by the way.
Yeah.
Takes the
I
burden
don't
off
have
you doing
any
it.
kind of money for a ransom. And I'd rather not leave these people stranded.
Honestly, right now, I don't give a shit what happens to the rig anymore. If they don't give me back my captain,
Which is just a word.
I'm going to do things that everyone is going to regret.
I love when you talk
Well, as much
dirty.
as I don't like that patent pending device of yours, can it blow through their ship enough for us to get inside?
Unless someone else comes up with a better idea, that's exactly what I'm intending on doing.
Razik. I guess Razik, after he would have stabilized them by now, right?
Yeah, just so you can be involved. Yeah, that works for me.
Razik would say, again, I'm not one for combat, but I'm not one to abandon Hypoest either. If we do cause a disturbance at their ship while they're at the rig, they'll have to make a hard choice, come back to the ship or stay at the rig. If they want the rig, then we have the ship. If they want the ship, then they leave the rig alone.
That is a good idea. I like that. Let's go over there and just start messing up their ship. They'll either have to come back to deal with us, or, as Razik said, we get their ship.
There's only one issue with this solution, however. We do not know where Hypoest is.
We might be able to fix that. Give me a second. Talk to this asshole again for me and keep him talking.
Okay, well, I get back to the commons and be like, okay, here's the thing. You said you want something extra for us to get Hypoest back. What are you thinking?
Well, she does this and reestablishes contact. I would like to kick on the scanners and isolate Hypoest's comm.
Okay. Then I would reply while you make me a computer's check with a +1 step, because this is your fucking shit. So He
It's a
says,
+2 total.
well, I'm not sure if you're completely aware of your captain's rap sheet, but he is wanted for a considerable sum. Now, I don't expect you to be able to dole out that kind of currency, but a comparable percentage would be appreciated. Just enough to convince me not to take the trip all the way to the oligarchy. Alright. Using your ship's sensors, you've gotten a map of the immediate area, and you've located that the signal is coming from the White Helm's ship.
And I will wordlessly communicate that to both Alicia and Razik. Basically, just show them the screen.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm still on the comms, so I'm like, okay, so shall we meet at your ship to make this exchange? Our ship cannot move, so we have no other place to meet
Oh, get him out of
other
the ship.
than out in the middle of nowhere.
Well, as a matter of fact, that would work great for me, because in addition to the previously discussed stuff, I want my ATV back.
No. We need to be meeting him on neutral ground, away from his ship, away from our ship, and away from the rig.
We would prefer to meet on neutral ground just to make sure that you don't try anything with your ship.
I could look out of my ship and see yours. There's not a lot of neutral ground between the two.
Guys, you want to meet him in the middle?
Yep.
How about we meet in the middle?
What happened to like a raid?
Oh, that's still a thing. Even if he brings Hypoest with him, I'm still fucking his shit up.
All right.
About
If
salvage
you
your ship.
if you try anything, the Nerabis will suffer for it.
Oh, come on.
And-
Understood.
If our captain is harmed in any manner, you're gonna find out where your missing crewman went.
Okay. Well, your pretty captain is fine. He's my guest. And then we'll cut to
I'm pretty.
we'll cut to Hypoest, like slumped up, sitting on the ground, leaning up against a cargo crate, cuffed but otherwise unscathed. And of course, two White Helm guys looming over him. Although neither of these guys are armored up like the mercs. These are crew members of the ship.
He said I'm pretty.
Oh, and by the way, since you're in the ship, you know that their leader is a Brodon. A Brodon, for the audience, is a rather thick mammalian species. They're evolved from water mammals, kind of like a manatee almost. They're very barrel chested because they have blubber to survive in cold environments, because they're planted as basically a frozen rock that they evolved on. And they're known for being very dense, very strong, and they have two extremities, kind of like a V-shaped horn going up their forehead. And these things they're able to manipulate like we can manipulate our nose. And they have learned with technology, they can put buttons behind these things and press them. And so basically they can have anything that can be operated with the push of a button, they can sync up to their forehead. Oh, and they're also known for being extremely crude, rude, and socially unacceptable. But this one appears to be, at least for now, quite well spoken.
Pity. So, so it's just him and then the 2 crew members.
That you've seen, yeah. You also know that
Direct vicinity, yeah.
You also know that somewhere nearby. Okay. Vegas, whatever you just did, rearranged everybody's. Yeah. Okay. Everyone got rearranged when you turned off your cam.
Thanks, Discord. Note to self: don't do that again.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, you know that the 4 guys that rolled up on you are nearby.
Okay. That's not too bad. Not the worst. And then are there more people on the ship? You said we're on the ship, we're not in the ATV as well, right?
Right. You haven't seen much of the ship. For my own sake, I'm not on the. Okay, I'm actually gonna look over the ship so I don't put my foot in mouth. Yeah, they brought you into the rear of the ship, and you're inside our cargo bay, which is 14 meters by 10 meters.
Okay.
And there's only a single door leading further into the ship.
Which I'm not very close to, I don't think. Am I sitting or standing?
They got you on your butt. You're sitting.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so like out of the gangplank from the cargo bay, that's probably where the ATV and the muscle is.
So, how much am I worth anyway? I haven't checked the stocks lately.
Their leader turns to you and he says, "Don't fucking tempt me. I'm trying to keep my cool here. I don't want to fly all the way to oligarchy. So calm the hell down and keep your damn mouth shut."
Oh no, I'm not in a panic or anything. I'm just curious about how much they're gonna have to pull out of my my piggy bank.
Plenty of zeros.
Well, if that's a percentage just to keep you from flying out, I'm doing pretty well.
So, you'll roll. No, this is on the comm. You'll roll up in my ATV. I'll roll up in my ATV. You guys will hand over the credits, and if I think it's the right amount, I'll hand over your little captain here.
When?
Well, I'm not doing anything. We can do it right now.
How are we supposed to leave if we give you your ATV, huh?
You can walk. Now be
Oh,
quiet.
and you won't shoot us?
I might. Keep running your mouth. Yeah, that's not on the comm, by the way.
Feisty.
Irene?
Give me 15 minutes.
Rizik will say,
half an hour. We have a few injuries we need to take care of.
and Rizik will add, there's also the fire we're still trying to contain.
And a fire on the ship.
Half an hour? Well, just remember, when that sun comes up, the deal's off. You got a half an hour.
Understood. I bought you half an hour. Let's do this.
I want his name, the name of his parents,
His manager?
the name of his children, his direct superior.
Irene, I understand your anger, but focus here.
All right, so
Razik, most of the time, I don't want to risk any life. Razik wants Hypoest is a hostage. We'll take our time.
So
I
about
see how
that
it is.
flamethrower.
I'm gonna rig the ATV to blow.
Oh hell yeah!
And unfortunately, I don't know how we're going to get Hypoest back because we don't have that money.
Fake digital money.
But I might be able to rig it to blow and rig it to drive towards them before it does. So we can cause a little bit of chaos.
Real
Grab
quick.
the captain and kill everyone.
Okay. In regards of currency in this universe, most currency is regional, and the majority of the time it is not digital. Yeah, this far in the future, they are holding for most places I say, or holding firm to some kind of gold standard. In the wild cluster, since there isn't a government body controlling the whole wild cluster, they needed to find something that they can trade freely that has value for the sake of it having value, but that isn't widely used. So they use a type of metal put into octagons, basically discs, and they call them ingots. That's just the colloquial, like you would say dollar. They just call them ingots. So that's the currency of the wild space, of the wild cluster. Yeah.
Well,
So it's physical money.
I was considering offering them something, but not really intending to give it to them so that they see that we are of good faith. And as I say that, I hold up my short-bladed side blade. These are not exactly common, and I'm sure they're worth a good amount of money, but I'd like to not actually give it up if I could.
Well, okay, so we can try to trick them long enough that they consider the offer, or we drive up in the ATV and then just keep driving it, and everybody jumps out and it blows up.
Yeah, but what if you hit Hypoest?
That is my main worry.
Then tell her about the plan.
Him.
How? Yes, and him as well.
Oh, sorry.
That's fine.
With the mind squammy thing that you do?
I've been trying. It's hard to make contact with the Celise. Hang on. I try again.
Okay.
Minus 2 step, baby.
Yeah, in addition to the minus 2 step, is there any other penalty based on distance? You're using telepathy. Do you have a specialization in telepathy? You chose probe, right? Not
Yes.
contact. Okay.
Close range is 10 kilometers.
Okay, so it's just a minus 2 step.
Yep. I thought this was the one that's very long because extreme range is a star system away.
Hey, pretty fucking dope if you ask me.
God damn it.
Yeah, Hypoest genetic psionic block is keeping you at bay.
So
Damn the Celise.
when we get out of this, remind me to punch him in the head repeatedly until that doesn't happen anymore.
I don't think that's how that works.
You know what? We're not going to know until we try.
Well, there's another option, but now that we've closed comms, you might not be so amenable to changing the terms. I know that Elise here is possibly as good with her hands than she is with a blade. Especially with her mind as well added into the mix. How to put it politely? I know how to use a blade to heal a body as well as hurt a body. So in close quarters, I do much better than with a gun. I also have these fancy, and I show my talents, these fancy little things where I don't need a weapon, and I'm still armed.
I've just had another idea. Instead of offering my short side blade, it's easier to hide. What if we offer them me? I am potentially worth as much to the what are they called?
Saldrosi Empire.
To the Saldrosi Empire as Hypoest is. I could hide my side blade on me, and I also have a set of these that I can use in close quarters.
Well, to finish
And the
my
good thing
idea,
is
it
they
would be
don't know
meeting.
about my abilities.
Yes. But to finish my idea would be to meeting unarmed, which he might not agree with, but if he does, we would have the advantage in terms of melee.
I could see Irene shaking her head. I'm guessing that's because you can't conceal that, right?
You're muted.
You're muted.
Previous comments aside about punching the captain in the head repeatedly, I'm actually not all that good at punching.
Yes, that was my worry.
And only if the two of you can promise that every single one of them will lie dead at my feet when we're done. I'm not going in without some form of weapon.
Again, I am okay with that because can't exactly hide that. And I was hoping if I do go give myself as the exchange, one of you can actually hold on to my actual side blade.
Or why don't we actually give him something of value?
Like what?
Probably.
I have a tank that was intended to be used in a flamethrower.
Oh yeah.
No, it's fine, guys.
And-
You'll have time to go to a pawn shop.
Are you implying that Elise doesn't have value?
All
Hey,
I'm saying is they're not gonna. They
Good
don't want to
bounty
go to
on
the
my head,
Spear
too.
Mandate. Why would they
And-
want to go to the Saldrosi Empire?
Okay, so
Not the Empire closer?
Look,
No, they're
there's-
about the
there's
same distance
enough-
away.
There's enough.
Actually, the wild cluster is probably closer to the mandate. I'm not trying to cut you off. Continue.
There's enough coagula in this that on initial scan it'll seem like a tank full of unrefined coagula. That is ridiculously valuable. So we give him that. And I rig that to blow instead.
I think it would see the electronics.
Sounds like you just got challenged.
Damn it. No, he won't. Like I said, give me 15 minutes.
I'm willing to give it a shot. I mean, if that doesn't work, I guess we try to hostage exchange.
You guys have been talking in real time for about 10 minutes. So
Yeah.
those 15 minutes is
Yeah.
getting smaller and smaller.
Yeah. So in the meantime, go put my engine out. I'll deal with this.
Where's the extinguisher?
You're gonna need a couple of them. You all know where they are.
Yeah.
You should.
Bring the engine out.
We had a community safety day. If you don't
That
know where
tracks.
they are,
That
I'm
tracks.
just picturing the flight attendants, and here are the exits.
In case of an emergency water landing.
safety training.
I can absolutely see
Crucial.
how I was doing that too.
Yeah, I want to rig up a hidden detonator.
Yeah?
Hidden remote detonator.
Yeah. Okay. That's gonna be engineering, weapons. But since you want
look
to
at
make
what
it,
I'm really good at.
since you want to make it a hidden detonator, I'm gonna go ahead and slap, pow, -1.
Okay, so we'll start off at a -1. Then engineering, because I'm an expert, I get a +1. So I'm at a 0. I have a toolkit, so that's another +1.
I
So
thought the
at a
toolkit
+1.
only applied to mechanics? Question mark.
Nope. Mechanics or engineering.
Okay. Carry on.
And then it's mechanics or engineering for repairing or building.
Bada bing.
And then engineering spec in weapons. Would we count this as a weapon?
Yeah.
Okay. And then double that because Exalvi. So I'm at a +3.
Actually, I'm tentative on the weapons because this is a weapon, but it could also not be a weapon. It's just just a remote trigger. So let me.
Or a bomb.
Yeah, but bomb I think would be a different category. That'd be like demolitions, assuming
demolitions, right?
I forgot that bombs weren't weapons.
Well, okay, so yeah, obviously specialties there's not a defined list. So would we quantify demolitions with weapons?
I would think that would be a separate category, honestly.
I'm inclined to agree. No, we're not going to use your weapons.
All right, so I'm a +1 instead of a +3.
Yeah.
Okay. That is
looks good.
Definitely a success.
This is your
very specifically. Huh?
I was about to say this is your jam, so I assume that's an exceptional.
Yeah. That is exceptional.
Excellent.
Yes.
Excellent. Yeah. So that's an excellent success. Okay, so that means it will take a excellent awareness check to discover the hidden detonator. And these are not very high level NPCs. So there you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill all of them.
Oh, and you did that in a minute. Actually, you know what? Let's make you get 3 successes. So that's the initial value, right? That's the initial design. That took you a minute to whip up. Every check is a minute. You have plenty of time. I mean, if you fail in 14 checks, I'll be impressed. So now give me an actual assembly one, you need 3 successes to complete it.
Okay. So check number 1.
Exceptional or excellent.
Excellent.
I don't know why I have exceptional in my head.
Wait.
Same first 2 letters.
My spells say it. I'm gonna change them all.
I think exceptional success is Savage Worlds. Ooh, that's
a fail. Exceptional was also first edition Alternity.
Oh well.
Which is why I keep saying it.
So we're a vicious cycle, you and I.
Yep.
Okay, you're done.
And
with the 22, you're done. Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounded almost like you're done. You're finished. I'm done with you.
Get out. No, it was like, you went from an 8, which was a fail by 1, to a 22, which is you're good. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so it took you under 5 minutes.
4 minutes total.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll go ahead and give me a mechanics check to attach it.
I mean, okay, same modifiers, basically.
No penalty. Just
so I'm up to a +2.
And you can use your toolkit. Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's
5 minutes total. You designed it, you built it, you attached it. Done.
Yep.
What's everyone else doing? Putting out fires, right?
Yes.
I mean, you guys have fire extinguishers, so why don't you guys give me either a mechanics or a survival check between the 2 of you?
Oh, good. I'm good.
I suck at both.
This is going to be a fairly engaged task. So I'm going to say to put the whole thing out is going to need a total of 6 successes. Each check is a minute. You can each make 1 check in a minute.
That was a success for me.
Okay, so that's one down.
Nothing for me.
All right, minute 2.
Actually, that's an excellent.
Okay.
The middle one's excellent, right?
Yes, it goes average, excellent, stellar.
And still nothing for me.
Okay, so that's 3 out of 6. You're halfway there. Minute 3. Oof. Minute
Nope.
4.
Yes.
All right, so that's 4 successes. Minute 5. Oof. Okay, so you guys got 4 successes by the time it took Irene to finish. Irene, do you want to join them?
No.
Okay, guys, carry on. This is minute 6, I think. Yep. Oh, what a emote. Ouch, guys, double ones. All right.
I didn't actually roll yet.
Oh, okay.
That was my roll.
Okay, and
I
that
did
was
not succeed.
okay. So minute 7.
Now, sufficiently pleased with myself, I'll join them.
Okay.
Also, that was a success on my minute 8, I think.
Okay, so no, I think we're on minute 7.
Anyway, that was a success.
All right, so
for me.
on minute 8, you guys need one more success, and you can all roll.
I did it.
I did it as well.
Did Irene do it?
Actually, no.
Yeah, she's like, let me help you guys, and then, like, it's not like going. She's like, what is wrong with this thing? And then they managed to put it out. All right, congratulations, your ship is no longer on fire.
How bad is it?
It's bad. The ship is going to be grounded for a hot minute. Yeah.
I
What was that?
What?
I just saw your phone emerge from bottom of frame.
That's fine.
I-
Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
The stream and someone started following me. I don't know if that's a good sign or not. I'm gonna take it as a good sign.
No. Yeah.
I put a hand on Irene's shoulder and I go like, okay, I understand that this ship is like your baby and that you want to take care of it as much as you care for Hypoest. However, we will have time to come back for the ship, assuming we come back for the ship.
Considering the destruction we're about to wreak, I'm fairly certain we'll have time. And think of it this way, if we cause enough destruction and get rid of enough of them, you could salvage their ship for stuff.
I'm really going to enjoy watching him on his hands and knees scrubbing every scorch mark off of this engine. Now let's go rescue his scrawny ass so that I can enjoy that when it happens.
She loves me. She cares about me.
She's got you
Let's go.
on her mind. Okay. So you guys get in the ATV and you're gonna head over to the rendezvous.
However, what do we do with Gorks? Or whatever his name is.
Cold
Flaux.
flower.
Flox. There you go, Flox.
I assume you told him to take the cannon off and wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
let's
Yeah.
leave him here with the ship to protect the two inside.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
Perfect.
You guys arrive at the meeting. In addition to the ATV, another 4 White Helms are walking alongside it, 2 on either side.
Just like before we arrive, I want to establish a backup that if they don't accept the fuel, I'm gonna exchange myself, and I want one of them to hold my actual side blade in case it comes to that.
Which one?
I will. I
Okay.
could potentially use it myself.
He could, yes.
No.
Do you have to have psychic ability? That's right. You have to have psychic abilities to turn it on.
It won't turn on without psychic power.
Okay, but it's still a blunt object.
I would not be very happy if you used it.
Then with the
I think a beer bottle will be more effective. But yes, it is a blunt object. You're not wrong.
What? That'd be like hitting someone over the head with a mag light.
It would end him rightly, basically.
But yeah, I'll hold it.
Okay. I suppose if you did attack with just the handle, it would still be a melee check. So
Yes.
I'd have to get the numbers for that. Probably 1d4.
Yeah, no, I would use my talons. I'm just making a joke.
Right,
It's
yeah.
just like, if it comes up, it's
If
still
it comes up,
melee
you can
weapon.
start conking people.
I guarantee you, I would not be happy if that happened. I'd be like, the fuck, man.
It won't turn off!
This is a sacred blade.
Or we just have a moment of Razik staring at it, and the music swelling, so you think he's going to turn it on, and then nothing happens.
And then he's like, pop.
Oh, it's like that scene that somebody drew for Spider-Man and Deadpool, where Spider-Man has a gun, and Deadpool thinks Spider-Man's gonna shoot, and then he just throws the gun.
It is exactly like that thing that only you have seen. Okay, yeah, so you arrive, and Hypoest, you're inside the ATV with the Brodon across from you. And as you guys are driving up, he says, "So, are you guys gonna deal, or are we gonna have an issue?"
Look, to be honest, they're probably gonna deal. They care about me very much. They wouldn't want me to get hurt. And if they pull any shenanigans, y'all could hurt me. So I think it's gonna be just a clean. We might still harass you at the rig. I'm gonna be honest there. We might still, if I can convince them to do it, that's what I want to do. But they might want to bounce. And we take votes where like we work as a group.
While Hypoest is doing this, I walk up to like in between us and I set down the fuel and I back off a little bit.
No, this is on the drive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is on the drive there. He's like, how in the void of our infinite galaxy how are the four of you able to kill four of my men?
I'm a cracking good shot. I spent a lot of, okay, so before I was radicalized and shown the error of my ways, obviously I still wanted to take over the family business. Of course, I wanted to.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't care. That's enough. Yeah, full stop on that. No, we're done. Thank you.
Oh, I wasn't aware you were going to exposit. Never mind.
That's a hard stop on that.
He's like, oh God, he never shuts up.
All right, so now you guys have arrived at the meeting ground.
I'm assuming they are armed.
Yeah, I mean,
They have their guns, yeah.
yeah.
Imagine, just comedic thing, like they assumed unarmed, we assumed armed, we have guns, they don't. Ha ha!
No, but when the Brodon emerges from the ATV, he is unarmed. And he walks out in front of the headlights of his ATV. You guys can...
I shoot him in the face. No,
Really?
I'm kidding.
I was like, oh, okay. 'Cause I wasn't done setting up the scene, but go ahead and roll. I'm just kidding.
Someone take his handcuffs off. I'm uncomfortable.
So because you guys are away from the rig and there's no longer the roaring flame of your ship and the engines are idling, you guys can hear whatever this planet has in place of crickets. There's like chirping bugs off in the shadows. Yeah, so you guys see this Brodon silhouetted by the headlights. And for some reason a tumbleweed rolls by.
Okay, well, since I actually appear unarmed, I'm gonna walk forward with the fuel and set it down.
I'll walk with you.
How's the fuel pronounced?
Quablia.
Coablium.
No, Bia. Coablia. Yep.
I wrote the pronunciation down.
Then I back up a little bit. I go.
I wrote a pronunciation guide in your
all
notes.
the coabula we have. It's unrefined and it's yours.
That container's opaque.
What does that mean?
It means you can't see through it.
So you can't confirm.
You're welcome
Scan
to-
it, asshole.
Son of a bitch. Hey, why don't you give me a hand scanner? Now. And one of his guys, after a moment, one of his guys opens the door of the ATV and opens DeLorean style, and he comes out with a hand scanner and passes it to him. And he's like, "Ugh." And he holds it up and he's like, "All right, I'm detecting coagula. That's a lot of coagula. They paid you well to scare me off, and you guys got paid in advance.
Well, this is just the advance, yeah.
You're in the ATV. You're like, it's just the
Damn, he
advance.
did. Yeah, that's just the advance.
Well, maybe you're smarter than you look.
And Hypoest?
Y'all probably should have gotten proof I wasn't hurt before you just gave him the money, huh?
I can kind of tell you're not.
How do you know? You can't see me.
Well, considering
tell
he's
you
still
so.
talking.
No, I'm not, because I'm being interrupted.
We're talking about Hypoest is still talking.
I know. And he says, well, we haven't concluded the transaction. I know you guys are chomping at the bit to get your pretty little captain back, but the terms of the surrender included you informing the Nerabi that their fight is over. And my men have not reported in that the pea shooters they're holding have been laid down.
We
Well,
don't actually have any comms to them, and we've been preparing to meet you with our coaglia, so we haven't had a chance to go over there yet.
and
You got
also,
30
the gesture
minutes.
of good
Yeah.
fate, we give you the fuel, you give us the captain, we go talk to the Nerabi rig. The
Sure,
Nerabi
let me just
family.
give you back a fighter. I know Brodon have a reputation for being dense, but this one's no fucking idiot. So how about
Could've
this?
fooled me.
Keep your fucking coagula. Go tell the Nerabi to surrender. I'll wait here.
Are my hands still bound?
Yeah, you're cuffed, yeah.
With like what?
Some future cuffs of the future.
Future cups of the future.
Cool. I'm just gonna assume you're not gonna let me break out of those. So
You can try to make a security check to break free, but you don't have any equipment, so I'm gonna give you a -3 step penalty.
Yeah, I've only got 2 ranks of security. So,
But if you nail it, you nail it. You could always roll 1 on your penalty die.
yeah, I've done really well with penalties before, but I've also done really poorly with pluses. So yeah, I guess I'll try to do it. Wait, how many people are in the vehicle with me?
Well, the other guy gets back in, so there's 2, but they're in the front seat and you're in the back.
All right. So you said a -2,
-3.
-3.
Yeah. Which is a 13. How's that? Is that it?
Baby, we did it. We did it, boys.
Oh no, I accidentally opened Steam. Oh no, exit Steam. No, stop, cancel. Don't do that.
That's so
Abort.
relatable.
No, cancel.
I've done that so many times.
I've got a word.
Okay,
open.
I think I stopped it. It was like, I'm gonna update. I'm like, no. Okay.
Yeah.
So just some inside baseball here. I have like Windows Explorer, right? Then the Steam icon, and then my Chrome. And I tried to click on Chrome, and I missed. All right. I'm fact checking you. Yep, a 13 is your security. That was all I was trying to do. So, Hypoest, you've managed to slip your cuffs.
Can't believe you fact checked me on this one,
Hey,
my guy. I'm not here to lie.
I know.
I like to fail.
Roll deception.
I do not have very much of that.
Yeah, but you get a +2 with me because of our history. We've been gaming for a while now.
Yeah.
I trust you too much.
Nice. Yeah. So
You weren't looking, but I had narrow eyes at you.
Yeah, I can tell from the voice.
Oh, okay. It was implied.
Yeah. That's a success.
Yeah, so you slipped the
And-
cuffs. Yeah.
And I have a secret holster.
Yeah, and I never said they got that. They just took your comm. So
Yeah, it's secret for a reason.
is it
Chicken.
is this the part of the episode where we say, so anyway I started blasting?
Anyway, I'm gonna start blasting.
You're gonna flip a coin for the driver and it comes up burnt side?
I'm not gonna give
Thank you,
that
Vegas.
asshole a chance.
Thank you, Vegas. Thank you for getting my reference.
No, I get
see
the
you.
reference, but that implies I would have given this guy a chance.
Sure, yeah, fuck him.
He is here to oppress the Nerabi family. We stay
And
armed.
we don't deal with oppression here.
Yeah. Got a firm no oppression policy.
That's an energy weapon roll. Is it any easier because they don't know I'm coming and I'm right behind them?
Well, you don't get any penalties for range because you're right up on them, and I'll go ahead and let you aim because they're not aware of you.
Cool. And that's a +1 for my pistol. It's just a pistol, but we'll see. Beep, 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 beep.
A 14.
Guess what?
Yeah?
That's a success.
All right. You know what else I'll do for you? Since you were able to just kind of like line it up where you wanted, I'm gonna let you ignore armor. You can just, there's a gap for his neck because they're not wearing very thick armor. So you can just,
Tell
wait.
me the driver was Lockhart.
It was not, but they are a minion, and so since I let you ignore armor, 1 damage is a dead merc.
Buddy.
So he just lays a laser right through his neck, and it cuts straight through the windshield, and he's dead now. All right, I don't have a battle map for this.
Sorry. Not sorry. It was cool.
I could whip one out. I should have.
I mean, I would assume that we're just basically all within close range.
Yeah, but still though,
Car versus out of the car.
I can get a map together quite quickly. Just give me a moment to find the map.
So y'all had a cute little plan, huh?
Oh no, it's still happening. If anything, this just helps.
I figure. You know how I work.
Uh-huh. That may or may not have been part of Vegas's thinking on this.
Yeah,
let
how to
alone
factor it.
Irene. Like, how is the player gonna Yep, yeah, we're doing this.
Also, I'd like to point out that as a player, I'm glad that you broke free. But as an idiot, I almost wanted you not to break free and have a scene of, I can break these cuffs!
I was fully expecting to do that.
Okay, guys. One thing I will say is that you guys kind of caught me unawares because I don't have vehicle tokens ready. So, oh man, there's no snap to grid. That's unfortunate. So I'm just gonna put some white boxes.
That works.
Or there might be a
That's
snap to grid. I
fine.
just don't know the syntax for it. And these are probably larger than they actually are because each square is 2 meters. But personally, I can live with that.
I mean, white box, all they have is Elon Musk's Jeep.
So mad at you like all the time.
There's a reason why Shut Up Bill became a thing.
Accurate. That actually reminds me. He built a flamethrower too.
Bill?
And no, Elon Musk.
Oh.
Yeah, he did. He also made a tunnel company called the Boring Company.
Yeah. You know what?
Is this the part of the
I'm-
segment where we talk about his son's name?
No,
I'm trying
please.
really hard not to say it.
Texas because he's mad at California.
Well, I mean, it is California.
Yeah.
No, I'm thinking He built a flamethrower. He's anti-oppression.
So I have a question.
I'm
for
now-
converts. Razik has my Psyblade. Is it a place where I could easily snatch it off of him?
Irene is way better than Elon Musk, baby. Don't put yourself down like that.
Oh.
What?
Razik has my Psyblade. Like, it's not concealable. Is he just wearing it at his waist?
That would depend on my character, and the answer would be, since we're not actively being hostile right now, I guess he would
Oh.
have it in his hand.
I fucked up. That's okay. Okay, go ahead and roll initiative, guys. I sort of jumped the gun because it's been a while and I forgot how the module works and I fucked it up. But that's okay.
Did it roll for initiative at the start? What it is?
Yeah, but it's not. That's not how it works. Yeah. Remember, it's
Our bonus
success,
is the
fail.
step bonus, right?
Yeah, it's a step bonus. Yeah.
Ah, that's a failure.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, if you do /OOC before you do that out of character, it won't zoom in on your token.
Perfect.
Okay.
And last, the gunner also failed. Okay, so they all failed. Did anyone succeed?
Nope.
Not me.
I did look that up too. All right. Who got? Oh shit! This is a bunch of roll for initiative shit that doesn't matter. Okay. Who rolled the highest? Really? Was it me with the 10?
Yeah.
Who did I roll for? That was the Merc Commander. Okay, so the Merc Commander needs to go first. So he needs to be. So it's just the first round. It takes a while to input everything. Then after that, it should be pretty smooth. All right. Who rolled next?
I rolled a 9.
Okay, and I got a 3 and a 9. So let's let. I think on ties you act at the same time, but let's just say you get to act. So Hypoest will be next. Oh, hang on. I need to pop this out. Yay, that makes it so much easier. Alright, so it's going to be Merc Commander, then Hypoest.
I got an 8.
I got an 8 as well. She can go first.
I got a 2.
And then next it's all the Mercs, right? So this is going to be... I'm going to just start over. Sorry, I'm still learning I'm still learning the module and I fucked it up. All right, so I'm supposed to. Okay, this is gonna be easier. So what I do is I do the rolls initiative part of it in order of people doing it, so that it actually comes out okay. So the Merc Commander got first, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Hypoest. Okay. Then all the grunt mercs.
Okay, yeah, because Elise and Razik had 8.
And Elise, you're gonna go first for that. And then Razik. Why? Oh, did I hit next turn? Shit. Modify 1.0. Modify roll. Damn it. I'm stuck in a loop now. Alright, Irene, what'd you roll?
2.
2? Okay, so then it's Merc Gunner. And then it is Irene. For some reason, it keeps ending the turn. There we go. Okay. So Merc Commander is actually first, right?
Yes.
Okay, for some reason, it's ending the turn. Oh, and then it all got fucked up. Awesome.
It's not fucked up yet. It just Hypoest and Mercenary are now like next, essentially.
Mine it's mercenary, and then a whole bunch of people got.
Yeah, no,
up
but
at
it's
the
just
bottom.
like it's cycled. The only one that got moved is Merc Commander, as far as I followed.
No, Hypoest is supposed to be second.
I don't see it at all.
You gotta click on the tab. So for some reason, it was triggering an end turn when I wasn't telling it to.
Oh yeah.
So because
Yeah.
it's doing that, the scripts are running and I can't stop them. So this whole thing's borked and I don't know how to fix it. All right, that's okay because it's Merc Commander's turn, right? So let's just on turn 1, I'll just do it manually and we'll figure it out. Okay, so Merc Commander. Lieutenant Dan, he ain't got no gun. So he seeing this laser come out, he is going to 40 feet. Oh shit, hang on. Change it to 2 meters. Save change. And everyone watching, thanks for bearing with me. It was misbehaving. Standard movement is 20 meters, right? For a move action?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
He's going to use a move action to rush over to here. Go get a gun. And then I'm going to modify him to be -3 because you guys technically start on 2. So he's 3.00, and that'll be where he's at. All right, Hypoest, you're next.
Nice. Oh gosh. Where is the bomb y'all made? Also.
Right here.
Did he not snag that and run back with it, hoping that he could salvage it?
No, he did not. He just left it.
You bastard.
How heavy do you think it is?
Probably not very.
Less
Diggin,
than
you
10
can't
kilos?
give her weight abilities and not think about this.
I really want to use metric, but I'd have to use pounds for this. I would say it's probably between 5 and 10 pounds. I don't know what that is in
So about 5 kilos max?
Sure.
2.2 kilos to the...
2.2 pounds is 1 kilo.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So up to 5 kilos.
Okay.
Look at y'all remembering your conversions.
I googled it.
I sure don't.
I literally just googled it.
It is
That's about
Hypoest's
the
turn.
only one I remember.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot this boy. He is aware of me now, so I'm guessing it's just a D20. Correct.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's not a success.
You hit on what, 11?
I need a 12,
Okay.
so I rolled a 10.
So you let off another laser blast through the windshield, but this time he's like, whoa, and he ducks out of the way. All right, and that was a 3 impulse action?
Yes, that's just a normal shot.
So you were on impulse 2, so that should put you on impulse 5. 0, 0. Oh, and since you started on impulse 2, Merc Commander should be at 4. Okay. After Hypoest was the Mercs. So we are now actually where we should be, but everyone who's at 1 point should actually be at 2 points, so I'll just add an extra impulse to whatever you do.
Well, there's
there's one
also
Merc.
the one Merc
There's
that needs to
one
be manually done.
goddamn Merc. Yeah. So Mercs are... Rain, work, please. Come on, you can do it. Come on. Mercs are minions, and so 3 of them can do a combined fire thing. So the 3 on the outskirts are going to act together, and they are going to do their combined fire. Oh, they have to be within 6 meters of each other. Well, in that case, this one's going to move like this, and then they're going to space out, and that's going to be they take a move action. And incidentally, the one in the car is the Merc who is down there, so that works for me too. Okay, so I'm gonna modify. After this first round, it's gonna be real smooth. I just have to get through this. So that should be 4.1. Modify roll. Shit, because he was the first one. Now it's going crazy. Okay, I fucked that up. That's on me. You should be 4.0. Okay. So now I just need to hit pass, impulses add 3. Pass, impulses add 3. Okay, now the last one is going to do a different action. And he is going to draw his weapon as a 1 impulse action. So now I modify because he's not at the top. And that puts him at 3.0. That's a 1 impulse action. Boom. Elise, you're up.
I snatched my side blade from Zeke.
So 1 impulse action. Okay. So we pass, and I add 2 impulses because you're supposed to be on impulse 2. Boom. You're in the right spot. Perfect. Razik, you're up.
I will move and dodge. Where can I go? I can essentially go anywhere. Okay. I want to be close to Hypoest, so I think I'm going to use the car's code. So I'm going to go here.
Okay. Move your token. So you're taking a move action?
And a dodge.
And a dodge, so that's a 3 impulse action. So I'm adding 4 because you're supposed to be on impulse 2. Boom. Merc Gunner had his gun out. And since Razik got the hell out of the way, he is going to unload on Elise. With his Gauss rifle, he is just going to shoot. He has a 13 to hit with a +1 step. He missed. And that's a 3 impulse action, so it's 4 impulses to add. Irene, you're up. And this is the last.
Throw the canister? And
You're going to get out the TID-PP.
I can hold that while also still holding the remote detonator. Right? I won't be able to fire until I have the 2 hands available.
Well, you can nestle the detonator in your grip hand. And
Okay.
And the way actions work, I can assume, like, since you can't shoot and also detonate, you either shoot or detonate. You can ready it and then do that.
Yeah. So I'll go ahead and
pull out the gun, because I assume you didn't have it in your lap.
No.
So
no, I did not.
1 impulse to pull it out.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. 1 impulse to draw.
All right. So now the initiative is correct. Now it's just going to function as intended. No whammies. Okay. That makes it the Merc's turn, who's next to Hypoest. He...
In the car or out of the car?
In the car. He's in the car with you.
Okay.
Yeah. He actually pulled out a flechette pistol, which I don't have the stats on hand. Fortunately, minions don't actually deal the weapon's damage. They deal a very specific set of damage. So, he is just going to attack you with it 13 plus 1 step. And since he's like panicking because you're having a car fight, he's not going to aim. He just wants to shoot. So, a 13. He got it on the nose. That's a hit. So, Hypoest. He deals 3 physical damage to you. Actually, I'm sorry. That's not how minions work. He overcomes 3 physical armor. Are you out of armor?
No, I have 4.
Okay. Your armor takes it.
Yeah, my highest piece of gear was armor.
I remember now. At least you're up.
I'm here to be buff and look cute. I'm not actually buff.
Yeah.
I'm tanky.
Everyone dumps that strength except for Elise, whose turn it is.
No, I think Elise dumps that strength. I'm the one that didn't.
Oh,
I
Irene
did.
is the one who didn't. Rip.
Oddly enough.
Okay, so if I pick up this canister with my mind and chuck it, is it gonna explode?
No.
Okay, I do that. I guess I'm gonna fling it here.
You can fling it like under the ATV.
Yes, that.
Okay.
I'm in here.
Well, we'll tell you to get out.
Go ahead
I
and
know.
give me that telekinesis check. And you're using lift.
I am, and I get a +1 step because it's less than 10 kilos.
And you get
Plus-
a
plus
flat
the
plus 1
+1
stack per your child. You're too loud.
So do I have any modifiers from you?
I don't think so. This is psychokinesis using lift. Yeah.
That is a stellar success.
A stellar success. Okay.
It is.
Let's consult the Book of Armaments. A stellar success means you can throw the object up to 50 meters. So you lift it with your mind and push it underneath the ATV. Success. And that was a 3 impulse action, because psychic powers are 3 impulse. Okay. Irene, you're up. And this is the moment where we realize that Irene was prepared to kill Hypoest. And she hits that down. I'm just kidding.
That would be a
Well,
wild
I've
twist.
been threatening it for a while.
Well, we do have a player that hasn't lost a character on this stream.
It's
Well,
'cause I'm so
technically we have
likable.
2. If we count
Well,
the
we have
stream.
2. We have 2.
Yeah, but if we
Yeah,
count
yeah.
play with Jaken as the DM, then yes, only one person among you has not been killed by me.
It's because I'm so likable.
I mean, you're not wrong, but also hit the detonator.
No, I'm gonna shoot the gunner.
The gunner, okay.
Let me double check. That is technically medium range, but
What?
I don't remember. Does medium range, is that a penalty?
That's a -1.
Yes, -1.
Except for Esricians, because they have bird eyes.
All right, let me double check then. I don't think I have any. I do have a step bonus to it.
Yeah, probably innately, just because. Yes. So you just rolled flat d20.
Yeah. Let's
Unless
do
you want to
that.
aim. Do you want to aim?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Let's aim. This will be 4 impulses total to shoot.
Holy
Oof.
diver!
Gone.
Did you roll max?
I rolled max.
Hot dickety damn!
He gone.
Oof.
I
He
assume
gone.
that's a stellar success.
Oh, yeah. Let me double check. Energy. What? Yeah. That's well over a stellar success.
Okay.
So
10 energy damage, and you AP everything, right?
Yep.
So
Yep.
that is a critical wound, but since you got a stellar success, you deal 2 wound boxes. Since he only has 1 critical wound box, it goes critical X, dead X. So you disintegrated the mercenary gunner.
And then I'm just gonna yell, "Get out of The vehicle, Captain.
Translocated.
Yeah, translocated, not dead.
Translocated permanently.
Yeah, to somewhere else.
Okay, and that was you said 4 impulse?
4, yep.
Your
Speed of 3.
big gun is only speed 3?
Yeah.
Good lord in heaven. Alright, Merc Commander,
Yep.
seeing his gunner disappear before his very eyes. Man, I don't even know. I honestly haven't prepared for what would happen if a guy just saw a guy go poof.
Well, for first, you would now understand why 4 of his guy died to us.
Yeah, I think he's realizing.
He's like, oh, it's a fluke.
Here's the thing: they only found 3 bodies.
And I did specifically
No.
tell him he was going to find out where his missing crewman went.
There's only one guy.
Well, unfortunately,
Yeah, it was just-
he is going to take a 1 impulse action to pick up, grab his weapon, which was like hanging on the car. You know, so 1 impulse action to grab his gun. All right, now it's the Merc's turn. They are going to combined fire Razik. Razik, give me a dodge check.
Is that how it works?
Yep, they basically saturate an area 4 meters by 4 meters. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, a 4 meter by 4 meter square. They saturate that area. Everyone in that area makes a dodge check. If you fail, you take a graze. But that's all of their actions. So yeah.
I failed, obviously.
All right, you take a graze. So that was a 3 impulse action for all of them. Once this initiative thing's working, it's painless. All right, Hypoest, you're it.
Cool. I'm gonna dive out of the vehicle.
Okay. I mean, you can move up to 20 meters, and there's no attacks of opportunity in Alternity.
Wait, how many meters is this each?
Every square is 2, so 10 squares.
I'll be right here.
Okay.
My friends!
There's 2 impulse. Razik, you're up.
Yeah, I saw the bomb go under the vehicle, so now I kind of want to go away.
You drew fire.
I'm not an explosive, I'm not an emotion man, so I don't know how far the explosion's gonna be, so I think I'm just gonna go with the safe bet of get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, err on the side of big.
I'm gonna move and dodge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 behind that rock.
Okay, that's a 3 impulse action. Merc Commander. I'm gonna give him a free action to roll a d20. Okay, he didn't see the canister fly. It's nighttime, so he didn't see the canister go under him. So I think he is just going to shoot at Irene. He knows Irene is worth a lot of money. If you guys aren't talking in character, you're not typing in character, do the /OC so it doesn't move my camera.
I wanted to do that.
I know, we're all new to Foundry, so it's okay. He knows Irene's worth a lot of money, but Irene also just apparated one of his dudes, so he ain't about that thug life. I'm gonna give him a -1 penalty because he's shooting at you in the car. Which is...
Oh, I'm not actively dodging. Never mind.
I wouldn't let you act. Well, I guess you could be like hunched down behind the counter. Yeah. So -1 step penalty, which is going to negate his +1 step penalty. So it's just a flat D20. And because both ATVs have headlights going, there's plenty of light. Just so everyone's aware. All right. So flat D20. I don't remember what he hits on, but I think it's a 13. He got a 1. So he misses. That's going to be... Actually, I don't know what gun this dude has. Merc Commander has a flechette rifle, 3 impulse. Oh no, I fucked it up. I accidentally hit OK when I meant to. Okay, so he should be at 8.1. Okay. The last merc. He's gonna get out of the car and join his buddies. That's a 2 impulse. God damn it, I did it again. I'm not trying to hit add. I'm literally trying to click the space so I could type it, and my fuck, kid. That was loud. Alright, at least you're up.
Well, I'm not going into melee now.
You seem to have faced the same conundrum that I did.
Mostly. I think I could just pick up a good-sized rock and hurl it at one of the mercs.
I mean, you could do that, yes.
How big do you think this explosion will be is what I'm actually a little bit worried about here.
Has Elise ever
Well, if
seen
I-
a coabula-infused bomb detonate?
No.
If I built it correctly, Hypoest is going to get a little hurt.
Yeah, I kind of figured, but
Can I move and then hurl the rock?
No.
Nope.
I mean,
That's
you
the-
can. That's 2 actions, though. You can move. Next turn. Hurl a rock. Remember, we're still in round 1, so...
I know.
Yeah.
There's still time. I mean, they all clearly have ranged weapons. They're not going to engage in melee unless they have to. But you know what? I think I want to get some cover.
Okay, you're gonna move?
About right there.
Okay, this time
Do
I'm
I
gonna be
smell?
very
There was
careful
a
about
nice
where I
spot
click.
right there.
2. Boom. Irene, you're up.
Yeah, getting to cover looks like probably a good idea.
Well, you're
I
in
mean-
a vehicle.
I'm in a vehicle, but the vehicle is probably, if this blows up big enough that it reaches this ATV, it might also blow up.
Then it's still going to hit me either way.
And I mean, if you expect that, I don't want to be mean, but we're not gonna rescue Hypoest. We're gonna like scatter Hypoest.
That's fair. I need to wait for Hypoest to clear a little bit more space there.
Well, you can do nothing as a 1 impulse action.
No.
Yeah. Or take
No.
an action. Hold an action.
I mean, you
Yes.
could, buddy.
Or it could just, but they're going to get to go before I go again anyway. So, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and shoot the commander.
Okay, that's a 3 impulse.
And I'm going to aim.
That's a 4 impulse.
That's a -1 +2, so +1. That is an excellent success.
I feel bad for him.
Feels bad, man.
It's going to.
That. Oh.
15?
15. That's 1 off of max.
Okay, that is a critical wound, so he now has a -3 step penalty on all his actions. And I think we're gonna go ahead and go to our break there. So, Irene lets off another round and punches a hole straight through this blubbery Brodon's gut. Just this big hole just cut right through him. And all the mercs are lining their weapons up on Hypoest, who is now the only member of the crew exposed, and they look like they're about to let loose some gunfire his way. And that's where we're going to call it for break time. We are going to have a 15-minute break. We'll be back at 15 past for another hour 45 of Dire Roll Lost Horizon. I'm sorry about I can't do it. I'm just sorry about the kid. That's just a thing. So stick around. We got more coming at you. Thanks for watching so far. We hope you enjoyed the rest of the stream. All right, hello everybody. We're back. Let me close that. Caddy's doing that. All right, let's get back to combat.
They're small dabs.
Sure. Tiny dabs, just a little dab.
No, this is a tiny dab.
Oh. I am 3-0 now, so I officially can't keep track.
Sounds like quitter talk to me.
You know what? I'm okay with it. All right. It's the Merc's turn. Ah, yeah. They all turn their guns at Hypoest. Hypoest, give me a dodge check.
Oh yeah, because they do it all together.
Yes. Individually, they cannot get through your armor, but together.
Mercs do it in tandem.
Don't like that. Stop it. Ooh. Take a graze, please.
I just automatically get a grace.
Yeah. That's how they do.
Armor doesn't work. That's okay.
With the combined fire, that's what happens. Is you take a dodge check, you fail, take a graze. So
Yeah.
When your cord is being annoying, paperclip to act like a little microphone clip. Works like a charm.
Actually, when I played one campaign of this before this one, and in our one campaign, we had a guy who was just cranked with armor, but the combined fire was whittling him a while. And every time I had a lot of minions, it was just slowly whittling him away, which is a nice feature because it does take up 3 opponents' turns just to do 1 graze to you. But it is your turn, Hypoest.
Cool. I mean, I have dodge 5, so it wasn't going to be a hugely difficult roll. I just happened to fail it.
Right.
I spec'd into that as well as armor, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I have been told to scoot back, or not told so much as I can see people scooting back. But I really want to shoot someone. These are all 8, and so those are 1s, and Irene is 2. Cool. Then I'm gonna move. Take the move action.
Actually, no. The 10s are 2s, and the 11 is a 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Subtract 8.
Oh, that's right. The 9. Yeah. Then I'm just gonna take the move action.
Okay.
I'm not dodging. I don't need to.
So 2 impulse.
There we go.
All right, Razik, you're up.
The tungsten slug rifle wouldn't have had a strap, right?
Why not?
Because it's a minor gun, but if you say they had one, then Razik would have had it slung around him, so he's gonna spend his action pulling it out.
Let me put the onus on you. Would Razik be handy enough with the pea shooter to want a strap on it, or would he not even think to put a strap on it?
If it wasn't there, you wouldn't think of it.
Okay, then he doesn't have a strap. Yes, I see you, Vegas.
No. I was hearing something in the background.
Oh, I thought you were okay. Yeah.
No.
So if there's no strap on it, then it's on the cart. So I'm gonna ready an action for 1 impulse.
Is that how that works? I think this is the first time I've ever seen a ready to action.
It's basically your do nothing.
No. There is a ready to action because you triggered with a reaction. Ready in action, 1 impulse. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You delay your next action by 1 until the situation you're waiting for occurs, or until you decide to stop waiting. So every time it rolls around to Razik, he's just going to keep passing unless he says he's no longer readying that action. That is the way it works.
And I'm waiting for the explosion.
Okay. So 1 impulse to Razik. Merc Commander sees you guys all running, but he didn't see the special delivery, so he just thinks you're trying to retreat. So he's gonna keep trying to drop Irene. This time he's gonna aim, which is gonna overcome your cover. So he's got a +1.
Yeah, whatever.
And here we go.
Don't forget it's -3.
Why is it -3?
Because he got super hurt.
You're right. Okay, so let's keep the d20, which was a 15. And then I'm going to, instead of a plus d4, he's getting the minus d6. So we just roll that d6. Okay, he got a 13. We square? Everybody cool?
Mhm.
Okay,
What?
13 is a hit.
No, he would
that's
have a
10.
15 on the dice minus
He'd
5.
have-
That's 10.
Yeah, he has a 10.
Oh, you guys are totally right. He missed. Thank you guys for keeping me honest.
You don't get to hit me.
I was gonna let him do it so that I could get bonuses to hitting him.
Womp womp. Alright, so that was a 4 impulse action. And now it's the lone Merc's turn. He's gonna just take a pot shot. Actually, he's gonna follow his Merc commander's lead. He's also gonna shoot at Irene. He's not wounded, so he's also gonna aim to negate his -1, which is just a flat D20. And no. If he aims, then it's a +1. Okay. Here we go. Boop. Miss. Okay. 4 impulse action. Elisa, you're up.
I'm just gonna use my psychic abilities to pick up a rock and hurl it at one of the mercs.
Okay, let's do the lone Merc because it's easier for bookkeeping.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
No minuses or anything?
Range is a factor. So I think you're in medium range.
Is that any minuses?
That would be a -1.
Medium would be -1.
Okay, so it negates my +1.
Yeah, that sounds right.
That is an excellent.
Yeah, damn. Okay. So you do the
Hell
excellent
yeah.
damage on missile. 9 physical?
Yep.
Okay, you just caved in this guy's chest with your rock.
Oof.
He is leaded. And that's that was a 3 impulse, right?
Yeah.
Hypoest, you're up.
Nice.
Oh, and we just started a new round, but there's no end of round triggers.
Yeah.
So it has been 15 seconds of game time.
Goodness, Irene is getting a little ways down there, huh? As far as she's after those mercs. Then I'm gonna shoot at the merc commander. What range is this?
And you
medium.
can make a 2-meter adjustment.
I mean, he's 24. I don't think it'll be 22 from right here anyway.
No, I'm saying to get
to-
further behind the rock for cover.
Oh,
You guys can see... Yes. Okay, I just had to look over at my wife's screen to see if you guys could see the skulls. I assumed that everyone could see it, but since she kept drawing it towards the skull, I was like,
well, because I was just like judging the distance.
Yeah. I just had to double check. And now skulls.
But it's 24 at either of those.
Sure, yeah.
Which I think is medium.
It is medium, yeah. Close range ends at 20.
I mean, my pistol has medium range.
Which means you
So
can
I
make
don't
the
know
shot.
what
You
that-
still get a
Yeah.
-1 penalty. What it is
Yeah.
that's your max range with that weapon. You can't if they were at long range, you just couldn't even shoot. That's the way it works. The range penalties are consistent, regardless of how much range your weapon has. Hey, hey Vegas.
Hey, Vegas.
Hey, mute bud.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Just
Deal with it. Yeah, we get it, Vegas. You vape.
Is speaking a free action?
Yeah.
Cool. So I'm gonna shoot at him. I am going to aim for the +1, which just evens it out to a D20. But before I do shoot my little pistol, I'm gonna be like, anyway, to train for my parents' business, I had to be versed in the martial. And that is, I think, an excellent. Yes, it is.
Oh, this poor boy.
Still excellent. That's 9 energy damage.
Which comes out as 7. So that's a moderate wound, which he doesn't have any boxes checked on that. So it's 1 check on the moderate.
Suck on my laser pill.
Got him.
2-foot adjustment or 2-meter adjustment.
Okay. Once per combat, the mercenary commander can use a 1 impulse reaction after suffering a wound to call for backup. Up to 3 minions of the commander's choice will act 1 impulse sooner. So, he's just gonna do that, even though it doesn't change anything, because they're still gonna be in the same order. But that means whatever action they take will cost 1 impulse less, because I'm not gonna modify each one. That's how we'll do it. So with the 1 impulse reaction though, he needs to modify down to 5. Cool, done. All right, and that was it.
That's
3
it.
impulse, 3 impulse, right?
3 impulse for the pistol.
Razik, you want to continue to hold action?
Yep, until the explosion.
All right, the 3 mercs. Everyone else is in cover, and some of them can't really see Hypoest, so they're all going to shoot at Irene. So Irene, go ahead and give me a dodge check.
Just a flat dodge check.
Yep.
Okay. That's a fail.
Take a graze, please.
That would be 2 grazes for me.
If I mark them for hurting Irene, does it mark them as a group because of the fact that they shot as a group? How does that work?
Well, since your action with your weapon, you can only shoot at one of them. You can just... Yes, you mark the group, but you only get to shoot at one of them anyway, and it's only for 1 action. So...
Okay.
Yeah. That's how I'll rule it.
Okay, cool.
You're like, one of them mercs is marked, and then whichever one you shoot at, that was the one that was marked. That works for me.
Okay. One of them is marked.
Cool. Razik, continuing to hold?
Yep.
Okay. Uno. Irene.
Go ahead and hold the detonator up, maybe out the window.
Well, by now the windshield is gone.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so you just hold that out in front of you.
Hold it out in front of me and go. So you probably should have scanned a little better, you asshat.
I love Irene.
And press the button.
Okay. So.
I don't know how many impulses that is. I don't know how much damage this is going to do.
It's a 1 impulse. To hit him, that's just a 1 impulse since you're holding it already.
Okay.
All right. So. This is our first explosive in a battle, right? So what's going to happen is it has a blast radius of 5 meters and an extended blast radius of 10 meters. So anyone within 5 meters is going to take the full damage, which can be the merc commander and this merc. Then anyone within 10 meters, which is going to be the remaining mercs, and that's it, are going to take the secondary damage. Now, obviously, a coagulate bomb, I don't have stats for it on hand, but I'm going to make it do a lot of damage. So I'm going to make it do, let's say, 2d12 in the big for the full damage, and 1d12 for the outskirt damage, and it's going to be energy damage. So what happens is the way blasts work is that every single person in the blast radius can use a 1 impulse reaction to make a dodge check, and then on average, excellent, stellar success, they can move 2, 4, or 6 meters away from the blast. And after that move, then they resolve damage at their new range band. So if they get out of the blast, then they're fine. If they're in a less blast, then they take the less damage. So let's do Merc Commander first. He's going to make a dodge check. I think he has a dodge of not great. Oh. He has a dodge of 16. So he failed, so he doesn't go anywhere. And then the 3 mercs probably have the same. So I'll roll from the car going north. Alright, none of them get to go anywhere. So go ahead and roll 2d6 and we'll apply the damage to everybody. I'm sorry, 2d12.
Okay. Bracket? Yeah.
Wreck-It Rec. Or you could do the dice roller. I had the
Roger,
dice
roger.
roller.
Oh yeah, let's do the dice roller.
So this is against
Dice
these two.
roller.
19 energy damage?
19 energy damage.
Okay,
Oh,
so
boy!
that guy's dead, and that guy's dead. Okay, now roll 1d12.
This was such an expensive bomb.
I mean,
Five.
to be fair,
5,
we were
okay.
gonna use it as a flamethrower anyway.
Also dead and also dead. Okay, so the coagulant bomb, the initial blast kills the mercs, and then the ATV also explodes,
Yes.
raining down debris and hellfire on their corpses. Combat over.
And then Razik takes his interrupt action, bounce out of the rock, and they're all dead. So it's
Yeah.
pointless.
Aha! There you have it. The bomb detonated. You took out, well, the commander for one. 4 normal mercs and a merc gunner.
And we still have an ATV.
And you still have 1 ATV, yeah.
That is already prepared to mount an amazing laser cannon on.
But is also missing his front windshield.
Okay. Just makes it easier to shoot out of.
I thought it was missing his windshield from earlier when we were fighting the drone, or was it missing a back windshield?
It's riddled with holes when you're fighting the drone. It's not in great shape, is basically the moral of the story. We can get off this screen.
Yeah, it's a shame we don't have some sort of
No, I'm looking at my
repair person.
I don't have like a psychic shield.
New guy, it says you're still on the old screen. Is it just taking you a while to load?
Apparently so. I'm stuck at 70%.
Well, you might need to refresh.
You don't tell me what to do.
I do, actually. I just did.
Shut up, DM.
Jacob, am I correct? I don't have a psychic shield of some kind.
A psychic shield? You can get it
Yeah.
as a talent.
Is it in the core book or is that in one of yours?
Both. There's 2 different options. There's my homebrew one and then there's the core book one. The core book one is better, but it degrades with each use. And then my homebrew one is not as good, but doesn't degrade with each use.
Oh wait. I have to find it then.
Yeah, well, don't worry about it because you don't have the talent now, so don't waste time now. You can do it
I'm
after
thinking
session.
about getting it. I want to read it.
Okay. Well, you can do it after session. Okay. Combat over.
Combat over.
Once again, the region around the Nerabi rig is aglow with the flames of a vehicle on fire. Much smaller glow now, but nonetheless.
Briefly, were there any white helmets in the rubble?
Phew. I mean, they died to the blast and then the car exploded. If there is one, which I will let you roll for, it still won't be pristine.
Oh, I
So
very explicitly don't want it pristine.
give me an awareness check, and if you succeed, you find one.
Okay.
And if you get a
straight
stellar,
awareness.
then you find a pristine one that got blown off their helmet. Oh, wow, you got a 20. Cool.
That is nope. That's just excellent.
Just excellent. Okay, you find one in you could repair it to make it work if you wanted to, but it doesn't.
No,
work.
I don't want
That's
to.
why she wants it.
No.
She
No,
wants to be mean to the other White Helms.
Yeah, I kind of want to roll up and just throw that out of the ATV and demand that they surrender.
Okay.
Is there anything remaining of the commander?
Oh no.
Because
He was
we could just, if there was any part of him that was remaining of him or his outfit, if he had any distinguishing marks, we could always take that and show them and then remind them how it ultimately leads to confusion and disarray when you have one particular person in charge of all of the decisions in a
Well, there's nothing left of him that remains. The only thing that remains of him is the crackle of the fire on his scattered bits.
the only thing that remains are the remains.
Well,
There
if
are
you put
very
it that
few of
way.
those.
So, you guys want to do a drive-by and throw the helmet out and be like, we killed your boss, give up?
Yeah.
I mean, specifically, I'd like to throw it at Lockhart.
Well, they're all wearing helmets, so
Roll
So you
to
don't.
recognize its swagger.
yeah, there'd be like a
I mean,
two-step penalty awareness check to distinguish Lockhart from amongst the crew. Because any vaguely humanoid-shaped guy is going to look pretty similar in armor.
yeah. I mean, I'll just throw it at any of them.
Okay. So that being said, you see them trying to raise their boss to no avail, and they withdraw back to their ship.
So the question is, do we just kind of let them go?
No.
That's what I was thinking. I was just
Yeah,
putting it-
no. We didn't say withdraw. We said surrender.
Well, they are
Well,
fleeing back to their
technically,
ship.
we didn't say
Yeah.
anything. Yeah.
Are we giving chase?
Yes. I mean,
Was
partially because I don't want the Nerabi family to be like targeted.
Right.
I want to like handle these guys and then make a big show of us being somewhere else.
Yeah.
Was there, before everybody turned and started chasing after these guys, was there any firefight between the Nerabi rig and the mercenaries?
The canyon.
No, but I mean like now. Like so.
Oh,
so
no.
we had a group-
No. The leader,
Sun still hasn't come up.
the leader
It
whose
was
name
just
was,
a steed.
I gave him a name, but it was never
Yeah.
revealed. He told his men not to engage because they were expecting a surrender, which never came.
Okay. In that case, I stick with the group and I do whatever they want to do.
Yes. One of us.
Okay. Who has guns? Everyone
I have
except
guns,
for
but I'm not
Elise.
shooting them.
Elise, do you want to make a missile check with your psychokinesis?
Oh, we're attacking?
Yeah, you're running them
Okay,
down
yeah.
as they're running.
Oh, okay. I thought we were just chasing them.
No. Well, yes, that's what you're doing, right? Am I misreading it?
No, we're chasing them with guns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
And
giving
we have an
chase.
ATV, and they don't.
We're giving chase
It's a game I
with
don't
bullets.
know if you've heard about.
Just don't.
But
It's
it's
here.
tag with guns.
Gun
it's
tag,
laser tag.
if you will.
It's laser tag, but instead of being knocked out of the game, they get translocated.
They get knocked out of life. So everyone, give me one attack roll.
Minuses.
No minuses. Assume you're at medium range. You're drive-bying.
Everything's on fire.
I abstain. All right, new guy.
Job well
I
Respect.
thought medium range was -1.
No respect.
I meant close range, obviously.
I'm just using my pistol. My rifle is back on the ship, so that is.
Oh, I'll give you my rifle.
Yeah, I don't have training with that rifle. No, thank you.
Okay.
Also,
I'm not going to get a bonus to it.
his pistol does
What?
more than your rifle.
There's a
Yeah.
difference in the types of weapons?
I really appreciate that you have knowledge. I'm going to roll. That's a failure.
So is Irene the only one who hit?
Irene's
I mean-
hit is a big deal, though.
It was just an average hit.
Yeah. Okay. So one of them's
Yeah,
dead.
but that weapon.
Yeah. We're just gonna assume they're dead.
All right.
Was that one Lockhart?
If you'd gotten a stellar, then it would have been. No.
Okay.
Okay. So you killed another one. They're gonna return fire. Everyone, give me a dodge check. Oh, clear your grazes from the firefight. Anyone who had a graze?
Yes.
Oh, no.
That's a stellar for me.
All right. Well, the rest of you failed, so you
Yep.
all take a graze as they turn around and let loose some return fire as they continue to run. You guys can continue running them down. Do you want to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, everyone, give me another attack roll. Okay.
Oh, yeah. That's excellent, boys.
It's average for Irene.
Average for Elise.
Okay. Wow. It's a good thing you have AP everything. Yeah, I think you're gonna dispatch 3 of them.
How many total were there?
There were 11 left. You guys have killed 4 of them, so there's 7 remaining. However, I need to know how many of them are gunners. You've only killed 2 gunners, so 3 of the 7 are gunners, which are less easy to kill.
Okay.
All right, they're gonna return fire again. Everyone, give me a dodge check.
That's
That's
excellent.
a fail.
All right, those of you who fail get a graze, and then each of you need to make another dodge check. Now the gunners are turning their guns on y'all.
Oh, that's a fail on me.
That's also a fail.
That's a light wound, buddy.
No. Actually, I'm gonna roll damage, so it actually might be less. So.
Oh, okay.
This one's since this is the gunners.
That's my 2 graze boxes.
Right. So it's guaranteed if it gets through your armor, but it is physical damage, and you have quite a bit of armor. But it is +4, so it's gonna deal damage. So d6 +4 is how much you're both taking. I'm gonna roll it once for both of you. So you both take 9 physical.
Okay.
Ow.
I ignore 4, so that's 5. Yeah, that's just a light
Still a
wound.
light wound. Yeah.
That is a moderate for me.
All right. You guys can continue to. You can have one more chance of shooting at them, or you can withdraw.
Oh, we're gonna shoot at them, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't hurt us to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to use my action to use battlefield medicine.
Okay.
It should allow me to uncheck a wound box when I succeed. Each time I made a medicine check, you tally 1, 2, 3 successes, average on blah blah blah. Number of successes you need to close the wounded box depend on your medical gear and the severity of the wound you're treating. See the table below.
Okay.
I have a med pack.
Yeah. Let me look at it. So you said a lot of blah blah blahs and battlefield medicine. Treat wounds.
Those are things DMs need to know.
Okay, yeah. So you can try to heal a wound up to 3 times. If you fail 3 times, then that wound can only be healed by surgery or over time. Who are you trying to heal? I assume the moderate wound.
Yeah, the moderate wound.
Okay, and you have a
med pack. So I need 2 successes, and I got a +2 steps.
Okay. You're still gonna have the -1 penalty, Irene, for your attack roll. So go ahead and give me attack rolls, and Razik can roll a 19.
So that's a stellar. So he's not wounded.
All right, so
She's
you
not
still get the
wounded,
-1 penalty for this roll, but then you uncheck that box. You're cleared.
That was a 19, Razik.
Mm-hmm.
Yay. All right. So we're rolling attacks.
Irene,
Fail.
the pain of the injury and Razik getting his hands all over you made you completely miss.
Yep.
I just had a stellar.
A stellar? Okay, go ahead and roll me some. You
Mine
know what?
was excellent.
And instead of having you just roll damage, since you got a stellar, I'll just let you take out a gunner.
Okay.
All right, so there are only 5 of them left.
Super brief question. With that battlefield medic, is it remove the wound or drop it?
I think
It's
just,
unchecked.
yeah, it's gone. Yeah, you're
Okay,
clear.
gone. Okay.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Thank you very
Battlefield
much.
medicine I think it can only be attempted during combat. So
Yes.
there's a price. There's a mechanical price to pay for this sweet healing. Is that he has to basically sacrifice his attack rounds doing that. All right.
And
The remaining
Never mind.
5, the last 5 White Helms get back to the ship.
Can they run that kind of ship with just 5 people?
Well, remember the actual crew was not among them. The actual crew is still in the ship. These are just the foot soldiers.
But they crashed too, so they would need repair. So I don't think
They
they'll
did not
be able
crash.
to do much.
They landed just fine.
Yeah.
Did we
they
do enough
landed.
damage?
No.
You did some damage for sure. It's damaged, but they were able
But
to
it's
land.
not. Yeah, but it's
Okay.
not. It's not grounded.
It's not missing an engine damaged.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not on fire and then crashed into the ground.
Yeah, your
damage.
laser cannons can do damage, but they're no missile. So, all right. So they pull up the gangplank, and they withdraw. So then you've got them back on the ship. There's only 5 of them left. It stands to reason. These guys are not zealots. They are not. Their lives are not on the line if they. You can
Drop the contract.
If they drop the contract. You can just assume that these guys are done.
I just don't know if Adrian is like still among them.
I mean, you guys can check the dead.
Yeah.
Or can we
Or
calm
continue
them?
to shoot at them.
Can we get them on comms?
Sure.
And
You have to
give
go back
them
to your
the
ship,
old-
though.
Give them the old. Don't none y'all come back now. You hear?
All right, so you
How
guys.
about you just shoot the translocation induction device at their hull as a "don't come back now"? You hear?
Yeah. That's yeah.
You know, like an elderly woman shooting a shotgun off of her porch.
Yeah.
Give me an attack check just to see where you shoot.
I mean, just flat
Please
attack.
note that if it's a large or higher, he gets plus steps.
Yes. He's going to get the biggest plus steps. I think it's +2.
Huge.
For big
Huge
honking.
target, plus 2 steps.
Okay.
Yeah, so you get a +2 to
With
hit.
my regular +1.
Yeah.
So that's a +3. I miss. No, I don't miss. Do I miss? I might miss. No, that is an average success.
Right on
Right.
the money.
So you put a hole in their cargo bay, which means they can go to space because that area can be decompressed.
Oh,
But
but
yeah.
they know.
But they know. Irene was here. All right, they start flying away as you guys pull back up to your. Did you guys want to go back to your ship and contact them?
I mean, that was the only reason we needed to contact them, right? Was to
Well, but we do still need to get back and pick up the wounded and
Yes, Razik would point
and
that out.
whatnot.
we're gonna go to our ship, but I don't think we need to calm them.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. The enemy, the White Helm ship, flies off, and as they become, it was so distant that they look like another star in the sky. You guys pull up to your ship, and as you guys climb out, the first purple light of the sunrise cracks over the horizon.
I could go for a nap.
Oh, and clear grays again.
Yeah, and that would be nice.
Or like,
After you clean
Breakfast.
the engine.
oh yeah. After breakfast and a shower and a nap, I'll definitely get to that. I mean, I'm so impressed always by your
no,
gentility, your
your
willingness to understand.
your speaking privileges have been revoked. Don't talk to me right now.
I'm not gonna talk more because I choose not to.
Irene's gonna storm off. Start working on the engine.
I'm gonna check on the rig.
Okay. I think what we're gonna do now is there's gonna be a small time jump.
Yeah.
And we kind of have an establishing shot of morning hours of in the foreground we have the still kind of smoking wreck. I use wreck just as a descriptor. It is not wrecked, but it has crashed. The crash site of the Involucre still smoking, and amongst the black smoke of the engine, we see Irene toiling away. And then we kind of in the background we see the Nerabis, the family Nerabi, kind of like coming out of their huts, and damn, what's
Which one?
the point of contact, the first one you met?
Other than Cold,
Yeah, the
'Cause we
first
met
of the
Cold
brothers.
and Simmed and
I have it in my notes. I just thought,
the owners, Krem, Hagler, and Bowen.
what was the first one?
Kren.
Kren. I thought it was Kren. Damn, I should have gone with my instinct. Yeah, we see Kren, Bowen, and Hagweir like escort. Where's Elise? Because we know where Razik is. He's tending to his patient.
I am no good whatsoever in mechanics, and I would just piss Irene off more. So I'm probably just gonna help the people at the Nerabi rig.
Let's just say
Zeke
Hypoest
get
and Elise get ushered into the the dining room hut.
Time to eat.
And then we cut into inside of there. No one's preparing breakfast yet. Everything's still kind of simmering down. But you guys all take a seat, and Kren still standing. He goes, "Well, I don't think they're coming back."
Yeah, I think we've chased them off for good.
Y'all's
Darn.
methods were unexpected, but the only one that died, you couldn't have prevented, and although we mourn the loss of our friend there, we couldn't have asked for a better outcome. Really, we saw what happened to your ship, and my brothers and we talked, and we're gonna sell this coagula. We're gonna sell what we have now in order to get the funds. We're gonna pay for a full repair and refuel of your ship, plus a little extra just so we're square.
That's so kind. Irene will be
incredibly-
over the moons excited.
Are you
Also-
sure? They'll touch the engine.
And if you guys
It'll be fun.
if you guys want, we can get lodging for you at Shadowburn. Otherwise, there's the guest dome. You guys can stay here if you want, free of charge. You know the
I'd
gal's
love-
cooking.
continue to help you in any way and live with you for a bit if you don't mind having me.
Honestly, we'd appreciate it, especially since you guys are saying you wanted to help us with the arboretum.
Yeah, we've got time.
Well, we'll hire some trucks to get your ship out of the dirt and transport it over to Shadowburn, and we'll make sure the best mechanics in Shadowburn take a look at it. I know Irene's going to be particular about it, but I'm sure she won't mind the assistance.
Yeah, I'm glad you've become familiar with our team's idiosyncrasies.
All right. That being said, we have an hour left to stream. I'll leave it up to the players. Would you guys like to continue, as I am? Actually, I can continue, just for the record. Or would you think this is a good stopping point, and then we'll start a new adventure next week? It's up to y'all. I'm good to go. Keep going for another hour. This is prime stopping time. So, yes, you with your hand up.
Okay.
I can keep going. So, although my vote is to stop, I just want to point out I can keep going. There's no problem. I played Factorio all day. I forgot to do my 30 minutes of exercise I do every day. So if we do stop, I would enjoy going on the treadmill. That's my only reason why I would like to stop. But I'm willing to continue, no problem. I have a cheat day. I haven't used it.
Yeah,
I
again,
can
this
use
is
it,
the
no
end of the
problem.
adventure, so it's like a stopping point. That's why
Yeah,
the only
just
reason I'm
I have a question and a recommendation based on the answer to that question that may give you that half hour back while also letting us continue for a little bit. So, since this is a new system to the most of us and our audience, both live and on the replays on the YouTube archive, is this a point where experience might be gained and levels might be gained?
Yeah, actually, I was gonna say I don't plan on doing it every adventure to level up, but I figured your first level up would come pretty quickly. This game uses entirely milestone based. There's no experience chart at all. So I was gonna say you guys are gonna hit level 2. So are you suggesting we do a live air level up?
A live air
That
level
would
up.
be very cool.
All right, we're gonna do that, and that'll close out the session. Actually, after we do the live, I will do a little teaser for next adventure.
Ooh.
Or at least for next session, because you guys don't have to
love
take you guys don't have to bite the hook. So we're gonna level up live, and then we will do a little teaser, and then that'll be the end of the session. So if you guys are interested, you can stick around. Unfortunately, I don't have the character sheets alive. I don't have a HUD for that. The best I could do is these stat screens, which I won't be able to change live. So I will walk everyone through it verbally so that we can all kind of follow along. And if anyone has like questions in the chat, if anyone's really interested in the system, if you're not interested in the system, I hope you stick around for the teaser, and I hope we don't bore you too much with this. Leveling up in Alternity is quite simple. Aside from the change from level 1 to 2, the numerical value, you guys will gain 2 things. Every time you level up, you gain 2 things. The same 2 things. You gain 5 skill points, and you gain a talent. Every time you level up.
Oh, baby!
No. However, the first 5 level ups also come with an extra thing. Your max, the max skill goes up by 1. So right now, your max skill is 5. Your max skill is going to go up to 6. So you guys get 5 skill points. You can now go up to 6. I suggest to all 5 of you that none of you put any more points into dodge, because dodge doesn't get better until level 10.
Right.
Which is, if you guys want to get to level 10, then you can spend an entire level up just going from 5 to 10. Knock it out of the park. But for now, I think especially Elise, her character is going to be very spread thin because she has 4 extra skills that y'all don't even have. I definitely would recommend she not put points into dodge.
I already have a 5 in dodge. I'm good.
Yeah, exactly, because 5 in dodge is when that's tier 2 dodge, and then tier 3 is
at 10. And I have a +2 step, so yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. Now here's a brief question since you brought up Elise.
Yeah.
Elise has the 4 extra skills.
Yep.
In
she has
psionics.
ESP, mind over body, psychokinesis, and telepathy.
Would the rest of us? Well, I know Hypoest wouldn't be able to, but would the doctor and the engineer be able to pick up psionics at any point?
Yeah.
Okay.
If your species can take it, obviously we know Solis cannot be psionic. Actually, can Azretian be psionic?
Nope.
Azretian cannot be psionic either. So Vegas, yes, if you wanted to develop psionics, if your species can, then any person of that species can spontaneously develop psionic abilities.
Okay, that's something that I was interested in. I figured that might be neat to delve into a little later on. See how we can coordinate that with the technical skills.
Yeah.
Well, if you do decide to go that route, because I am primarily psionic, we could always just say at some point, I realized you had it and taught you how to use it.
Yeah, that could be a whole roleplay arc if you want to go down that road. Now, see, Elise is the mentalist archetype, which gives her, I think it actually gives you. Doesn't it give you a +1 step bonus when rolling psionic fatigue? You probably should have done that. We have it on your sheet. Let me check. I know I can't.
It was cut off on my sheet, so I didn't see it.
You can click on it and see the whole thing. Mental power. You have a +1 step on skill checks to resist or recover.
Because of the box, it was literally I had to scroll.
Oh, it was okay. Yeah, so you actually get a +1 step bonus to resist and recover from psionic fatigue because you're a mentalist.
Oops.
Also, starting talents dictated by mentalists, and obviously because I have a lot of homebrew for psionics, I let Elise pick from the homebrew, which is why she has homebrew talents.
Pull the book up. What page are the talents on?
What page are talents on? Talents. The actual talents start on page. Well, 81 is where but the full list is on 82, and then from there, that's when you get the the detailed stuff.
Yeah. Oh my god.
So I'll talk to the audience about talents here. So instead of classes, you get an archetype, which gives you your initial bonuses, and it basically, each archetype has its own talents associated with it. Like we just talked about, the mentalist has that psionic power, and then the experts get +1 step to every technical skill that they're trained in. And then Hypoest is a leader, and leaders get +1 step to every social skill they have rank in.
He's an anarchist leader. It's really good. But
after level 1, your archetype doesn't matter for your. So the way these talents work is you're effectively, if you think about it in terms of like 5th edition, because that's what most people are familiar with. Talents is like you get to pick your class feature every level. And there are constellations, as you can see. I have a post up. The indent under closer. The character study is an evolution of closer, and so you can dive into these constellations, as they're called, which is just basically a talent tree. Or you can mix and match and kind of diversify. You can just choose how much you want to focus and choose if you want to spread out. So basically, every level you're building. You're building your own class. I didn't hear you. It was all jumbled.
Sorry.
No.
I already chose my next one. Is all I had like planned on the next time I could get a talent moving into the commander tree. So
okay, tell us what it is and let's talk about it. Because I mean, we're doing it live.
I'm trying to pull it up, and the page it's not loading. The book is not loading for me at all.
Reading over the talents to look at what mine next would be, I realize I've been not using my talents at all, aside from Don't You Quit on Me.
Yeah, you did use Don't You Quit on Me.
Yeah, being elusive, anybody medium plus, like medium or longer, would have had an additional -1 step at shooting on me. So I've been completely ignoring that for the entire first thing. Don't let me forget that. And being a medic, I get a +1 step when using medicine in combat, which would have been useful when I was healing Irene.
I mean, you got a stellar anyway, but yes, that is something to keep in mind.
I haven't been using my characters, guys.
You built your own class and then you forgot about it.
There's so many things, though. I love Alternity because there's so many things that like happen, like so many steps, so many little things. It's a little bit hard to keep up with at times.
I'm torn between two talents.
What two?
I assume they're part of the homebrew, yeah.
Yeah, the binary targeting, which allows me to attack 2 different targets at once, or my lightsaber throw.
It's not called lightsaber throw.
No, it's not, but it's the easiest way to describe it.
I have 5, so I'm gonna put at least 1 rank into security. I feel like we've been using it enough that it's something I should be utilizing.
I also suggest that everyone spends 1 skill point to put their primary skill, whatever your character hones in on, back up to 6, which I think is influence for Hypoest.
Influence for me.
Yeah.
Question, Jacob.
Answer.
It's more for mechanics purposes. I don't intend on doing it, but I'm just curious. So martial arts striking, if I were to gain that as a talent, as my talent, your unarmed damage improves to 1d6 plus 0/4 physical. I have talents. I'm already at 1d6 0/2. Would that talent simply bring it to 0/4, or would I get more damage than 1d6?
All right, so the way your species trait is worded, I worded this specifically because all the species are homebrew. That's Jaken, right? I worded them specifically to work with these talents. If you read it again, it says your unarmed damage die increases by 1 die type, not it changes to d6 damage. So if you take striking and it gives you d6, then your species ability will increase to d8.
I see how you made it. Okay.
Yeah. I worded that specifically for that. Yeah. My problem with doing the live level up is because I don't have the sheets for the audience to see. I'm not sure how well this is translating. This is an experiment that is not to be repeated. I think this is a... It was a good idea. It was something we could try, right?
Jacob.
Yep.
And if you're watching this on YouTube, well, actually... I will provide a skip for the teaser once it's uploaded.
Jaken.
Yes.
Binary style. Do I have to use my side blades to use the talents? Because the binary targeting just says attack 2 different targets.
Well, what does the binary style say? Because I don't have that PDF open.
It says you can physically connect with up to 2 side blades.
Right.
It has to be side blades?
Yeah.
That's what I want to know, because if I could just do it with knives, and I could just attack with 2 knives.
And it's psychically connect, not physically connect, unless I typoed.
Okay, I was just double checking.
Yes, unfortunately, your binary style stuff is all about side blades, so if you're using like normal knives, you don't benefit from it.
I was just trying to see if I could, because either one, it's gonna use my side blades, which I'm trying not to use.
Right.
But it's nice to have them both.
For sure.
I think for Irene, I'm going to throw 2 points into computer
Okay.
2 points into mechanics. And the last point to jump engineering to 6.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna take binary targeting.
Okay, cool. And do you know what skills you're bumping?
Yeah, I'll get to those in a sec.
And obviously for the viewers, for my, for each character sheet, I'll update the talents. Not that it means much unless you have the system right in front of you, but just in case.
I'm gonna up my melee.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Ooh, engineering cascades. I get another specialization.
My psychokinesis.
Yeah.
Oh, I meant mechanics, but
Word.
I think I'm actually gonna level each of my psychic skills up by 1 too.
Nice, cool. That'll be all 5, right? 4 psychic skills, melee.
Yes.
New guy, do you know what the skills you're gonna raise?
Aside from medicine, not yet. I might put a few points in one of the ranged weapons. I don't know which one. I'm assuming I'd have no problem finding people to train me on these.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what I would do with my few extra ones.
And do you know what talent you're thinking about?
Potentially under elusive, lucky miss, or under medicine or medic. I don't remember the title of it.
It's medic.
But yeah, I'm between 2 right now.
First responder is pretty good.
Yes, it is, because you can move and heal someone or
yeah.
medicine them.
Yeah. And then which one are you looking under elusive?
Lucky miss.
Oh, lucky miss. Ooh, lucky miss is sick. So for the audience, lucky miss is once per combat scene, you can use a reaction, which is a 1 impulse delay on your next action, to make an attack that hits miss you instead.
And that's any hit. Like the person could hit a stellar, and I'm like, nope.
It does not. It does not work against explosives. Just
I can't make the explosive go away. I couldn't have hugged the car.
Lucky miss. It doesn't detonate. Nah. Okay. Well, I think that's enough for the level up. So even if you guys aren't done, I'm gonna go ahead and give the teaser. So if I could have y'all's attention for a moment for the teaser, and then we can close out the stream with it, and then we'll start a new adventure next week. So an unknown amount of time has passed, probably a few days, and we get an establishing shot of the Nerabi rig, because you guys are staying there at night. And we emphasize with the camera that the dome is starting to be repaired. You guys have replaced the broken ones with new ones. And the camera kind of like cranes down to the guest dorm, which has a curtain that divides each of you into your own bed, so you guys have a little bit of privacy. And we land on Elise's sleeping face. And we hear a gruff male voice just say, in a kind of whispered tone, echoing through the air, Elise, and she wakes up. And then that's it. Should have been on cam screen for that.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. All right, so everyone, that's the stream. We're ending early because it's a great stopping point, and sometimes role-playing games are like that. We hope that you guys enjoyed the level up part. If not, it wasn't that much time, eh? And we will be back next. One last swig of the olive oil. We'll be back next week with some more We'll be back next week with some more Lost Horizon. But before we go, we're gonna do some shout-outs, and we're gonna start with Vegas because I arbitrarily decided. Okay, take it away. That is the wrong screen. Take it away.
Wait. Hi guys. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you very much. You can follow the lot of us, or rather the stream, on Twitter at Dire Roll. Do that. on I already said on Twitter. I'm also on Twitter at the DM Daddy YT. My Twitch channel is over on the Doobly Doo. My TikTok is on the Doobly Doo, and the one thing that's not on the Doobly Doo yet, because we haven't updated, but you can catch all of the tracks that I've been writing and arranging and whatnot for the stream, and then all of my other random musical nonsense that I'll be deciding to put up there as well. SoundCloud.com/JohnnyVegas82. JohnnyVegas82. Yeah, appreciate you.
All right, hang on. I gotta mute myself because the kid in the background. But next will be Caddy.
That's me. Hey everybody, like Vegas said, please follow Diaroll to keep up to date. I'm also releasing each week for our it's time to stream announcement. We'll be releasing the character portraits, and hopefully we'll have some more art to throw up there as the sessions progress. But also we want to hear back from y'all, and as the game moves forward, we love to hear feedback. You can follow me on Twitter. I changed my Twitter handle. It's Caddy the Gnome. I mostly tweet about books and movies and things I'm watching because I am a huge nerd. You can also follow me on Instagram at Caddywampus the Gnome, and that's going to be art and knitting and other related streaming stuff, as well as my own personal art and what's the word? It's both digital and traditional art. I have an Etsy shop for my knitting stuff, but I haven't done anything recently. It's mostly dice bags and things like that, so they're affordable and you can check them out. I understand that not everyone has disposable income right now. And then I also made a TikTok, and that's just been me painting minis because I'm really bored. That and celebrating my pet's birthdays, because today is my cat's birthday. She's 12.
All right,
That's
and to close us out with shoutouts will be Elenia.
Hi everyone. Sorry, lost my voice there. Hi everyone. You can follow me on Twitter at Elenia Zol. It's like Jake and Zol, but with Elenia in front. I don't really tweet anything except the dire roll stuff, mostly because I forget I have a Twitter. The only other thing is I also have an Etsy shop. I sell hats and scarves that I crochet. I also I'm gonna start again selling homemade coasters. These are made of plastic canvas. This is of course a Harry Potter Gryffindor themed one. Things like this come in sets of 4 because you gotta have all the house colors. You can't do just one. And I'll be updating these as I make them, of course. It's all I really have on there for now, and hopefully I'll make more. I'll try to make more of those, role-playing bookmarks if you guys are interested. So, if you're interested in that kinda stuff, just tweet me and I'll see what I can do about making it, because this is something I designed myself, and it's not hard to do, so I'll look into it if you guys are interested in that kinda stuff. So just let me know.
All right. That's it for us, everybody. Have a great night, and we will see you next weekend.